Release the hostages. Nobody's going to worry over kidnapping charges. The most you're going to get is 5 years. You get out in 1 year, huh?
Kiss me, man.
What?
Kiss me. When I'm being fucked, I like to get kissed a lot.
Come on.
You're a city cop, right? Robbing a bank's a federal offense. They got me on kidnapping, armed robbery. They're going to bury me, man. I don't want to talk to somebody who's trying to calm me. Get somebody in charge here.
I am in charge.
I don't want to talk to some flunky pig trying to calm me, man.
You don't have to be calling.
What's he doing?
Will you get back over there?
What are you moving in there for?
Will you
What's
get
he
the
doing?
fuck back there? Get back there.
What's he doing? Look at him with it. Get over there. Go back there, man.
Get over there, will you?
He wants to kill me so bad he can taste it.
I'm always going to kill anybody.
Attica! Will you?
Oh, buddies, it's the Ron and Fez show. I'm Ron, there's Fez.
Hiya, buddies.
Black Girl Douglas with us, and of course, East Side Dave, who I'm looking over at him, Fezzy, getting a little bit of hair back after his head shave / hot sauce last week.
There's a hair matrix there. You see where the hair is actually all going to come in now. You see exactly where he's lost it, you know, due to male pattern baldness. You see his matrix.
For a while, I was excited because it seemed to be coming in black or at least dark brown, and now I look like Scott Whalen in '96.
For a second, it seemed like you were going to be a person, but now you're right back, Red.
Clownish.
Very.
Oh, mommy, I'm clownish. Earl, if you had a choice to make, would you be a black man or a white guy with red hair?
Black guy every time.
Well, you lost that one. All right, 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ.
Speaking of hair, today starts my hair bet. The Taylor Hicks CD is released today. It drops today.
Now, Earl gave it a damn good listening to last night. Says he can't find a single on it and believes it stinks. Earl, is there anything that you like about this?
Not a damn thing. It's just completely schizophrenic. It's soulless. It's
for the Soul Patrol. It's actually soulless.
Yeah, no, it's fake soul. You know what I mean? It's like, this is me being soulful, and I mean, it's just...
That's the worst kind of soul.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Listen to Fez has got the hair bet out there. It was once anything. I won't listen to the album, but I'm gonna probably believe everything that Earl says, and yet I still think you're gonna lose your hair, because I don't think what the product is has anything to do with whether this is going to go to number one or not.
The bet is that if it does go to number one, I have to shave my head. The problem is, it could be bad after everyone buys it. Then everyone can bitch about it.
And you also have to remember this. This is the United States of America, where we have an appetite for shit. And that's basically what this should have been called. It should have been almost like an Appetite for Destruction parody, but just called Appetite for Shit.
Just remember this, Little Richard, Pat Boone's version of Tutti Frutti still outsold Little Richard.
Yeah.
So stuff like this, Middle America's going to love this record. They're going to eat it up.
Earl, quit endorsing.
It's that perfect kind of record you could put on and not feel threatened and not feel...
engaged. You're not even slightly engaged.
People, do the right thing. Don't buy this. Leave it sitting on the shelves to collect dust. Go get that new Gwen Stefani.
Oh, God.
Do something, people.
Michael, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I was at Best Buy today. It's $9.99 for Taylor Hicks, and about me and several other people in line were buying at least stacks of these things to give out to their relatives. So
why you got to do it, Michael?
See, that's a funny thing. It's already marked down, Fez. $9.99.
Yeah, so, I mean, everyone's talking about Ron and Fez. They want to see you bald, so, it's a perfect gift to people that you don't care about.
Well, if you want to see Fez bald, show up on a Saturday night at 53rd and 3rd. It's where he hangs out. Let me put this out here, too, Fez. You're a jinx, and every bet you make is the wrong one. And I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Rex Grossman has the night of a lifetime last night against the Rams, after I said he should be benched and would be benched by the second half.
Yeah, you were the only one on the show that called for it. You were adamant about it. And Fez, I got to tell you that Dave and Earl went along with me, which is shocking. And I'm not used to that. But all for the reason of more long-term goals. I don't think any of us expected him to go out and play that good last night.
Yeah, no interceptions. So, I mean, that's huge for him.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, the guy only threw for about 200 yards. But when you're playing for that team, it's not a bad night at all. So it looks like he's got a little bit of job security.
I was watching ESPN News last night, and all they kept emphasizing was that he was 20, and guess what? No interceptions. They just put this big yellow bow around it. No turnovers. It was just like, most good quarterbacks don't turn the ball over in any given game.
Just all they need him to be is so-so. Just if he's average, they're happy. Ken, you're on Ron and Fez.
You know what? I wasn't going to buy it, but after that review from Earl, I'm going to buy one, maybe two or three today. Thanks, Earl.
All right, see, that's the problem, Fez.
Yeah, that's the anti-Fez sentiment that has me and Blowhard just really ticked off.
Josh, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
I actually just came from Best Buy. I bought a copy of the Taylor Hicks CD, went outside, threw it against the wall. Then I thought, maybe I'll buy another one. So I went back in, bought another one, and threw that one against the wall.
I want to point this out to people, even if you're not a big Taylor Hicks fan. They make lovely coasters.
Why does everyone have to go so early and line up at the Best Buys and the Circuit Cities to get these things?
The problem is your hair couldn't look any better than it does right now. This is Primo Fez.
Isn't this really? I mean, my hair, for some reason, I know the cold weather's come in and it's kind of taken the frizz out of it.
Right.
But my hair is looking better now than it ever has at any point in my life.
I take off the headphones. I look the other way. You'll give me a... All right, you look straight. If I did not know...
It's finally got a little length to it.
Yeah.
I'm at that point where it starts to curl up, where it gives it a nice wave.
Mm-hmm. That's something for the guys to tug from behind.
Well, something.
What do you call that, a handle? Fuck handle? I don't know all the things. I don't even go as far south as 53rd. That's out of my area.
And now I'm going to end up, if this thing hits number 1, getting my head shaved. So now not only am I a creepy uncle coming home for the holidays,
right,
I'm creepy shaved head uncle.
Oh, God, you're doing the creepy uncle thing again where you show up and try to take over other people's Christmas?
Yes, that's still been on my mind ever since Thanksgiving when it got brought up here.
You're a creepy uncle. Now, you attempt to go getting your brother's Christmas, you getting your sister's Christmas with their children, and it's creepy and it's not so much against you, Fez, but it's disturbing to children. What about you, Earl? How do you spend Christmas?
I'm falling into the creepy uncle category now.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, because everyone shows up now. Everyone except my brother has kids, so all the kids show up. My brother is the smartest one. He never shows up because he doesn't want to be creepy uncle guy.
Yeah.
Because he's also single with no kids. So,
Dave, what do you do? Your family doesn't even have kids, do they?
No, we all my brothers are childless.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
Their wombs are barren.
Let me speak for a grateful nation where I just say thank you.
So we usually just sit around and play some football and some video games, and we always...
You act like children.
Yeah, because we also have a Star Wars marathon tradition that we have to do in the basement.
Hey, it's the best thing for Jesus. Talk about gods other than him. That's what they want on his day. You know what I hate, Fezzy, with these Christmas decorations? Anybody who has a cross up in lights. That just bugs me. The cross is not about Easter. That baby did not get hung on a cross. Even the Romans weren't that fucking mean that they would take a baby and nail it to a cross.
Those are the hardcores that are like, oh, they're in with the Christmas tree as a pagan sign, so I really, really want to show my Christianity.
I disagree. I think it's people who haven't thought about what the hell they're doing. They haven't thought about the fact that that baby didn't have a cross. Nobody knew about the cross that day. Mary would have been shocked if one of those guys said, see this cross? Your son is going to go on it. You're confusing your holidays, you fucking morons. Have a cradle. Big giant cradle.
Here's what I don't understand about the cross and lights. The cross, a method of torture. It was an agonizing death for the Lord. Why pretty it up with fancy lights?
Yeah, they didn't put him up on a disco cross. But Christmas, nothing to do with the cross. Save it for Easter. This is about our God, Santa Claus, up in the sky. 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Here's Harry. Harry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey boys, big ass number 3255.
What do you say, dude?
I wanted to tell Fez that if every instinct is wrong, he should choose the opposite.
Okay, going with the George Costanza theory. That would normally work for Fez, except for the guy just doesn't catch a break. Not even at Christmas time. You're our Charlie Brown, Fez.
Yeah, I should go take my nickel and go see Lucy. My fear of everything.
Josh, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies, what's up?
Yeah.
Fez, I have my own radio show, and one thing that we've been going over is that with the companies right now, they're not putting out new stuff, so the Taylor Hicks CD is pretty much the only new release out right now.
Yeah, everybody's gotten out of his way, Fez. This is like Spider-Man. It's like when Spider-Man comes out, nobody wants to open up a movie across the street from him. Hey, Josh, what is your radio show?
I host, I'm a co-host with the Josh and Bob Show. Mm-hmm. It's a metal show, Sunday nights.
I've heard that show, and let me just say this. Love Josh, hate Bob.
Hey, good news, buddy.
I feel like Bob's dragging that show down. I want more metal, a lot less yakking.
I agree completely.
I like the stuff that you're pulling out. I can't stand the shit that he likes.
Yeah, Bob sucks.
Yeah,
we got to get rid of him.
I would do that. All Josh all the time. Take it easy, buddy. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. You know who hates the Josh and Bob show?
Who's that?
Eddie Trunk.
Oh, yeah.
Radio war going on right now as we speak. Eddie Trunk against Josh and Bob. Personally, love Josh. Hate Bob.
Right now, I think Josh is crossing Bob's name off of all the Josh and Bob T-shirts and bumper stickers they got.
I don't think they have any bumper stickers or T-shirts.
How about Josh and Eddie Trunk? Why don't they align forces?
Eddie Trunk works with one man, and that's a heterosexual man who is now a journeyman ball player. Journeyman ball player.
Okay.
I'm not going to say his name because I'm not even sure we're allowed to say Piazza on XM. Dump out of that, by the way. Dump out.
Will do. It's good.
My medal? Charlie Logan in Vegas. Vegas medal.
Medal to gamble, too.
Here's Mongo. Mongo, you're on the air. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. Dick Holder 36.
Oh, there they are. So many of them.
Hey, Fez, when you get your hair cut your head shaved by Earl, make sure you tip him about $30-40. See ya!
Everybody makes fun of you for the over-tipping.
Yes, that was a mathematical error on my part. Again, another good night that turned out rotten.
Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I was just in Best Buy, and I saw a Sheepy and ADF with a whole shopping cart filled with Tail Hicks CDs.
I'd say they're making fun of you now.
See, they're trying to push my buttons, Ronnie. They're trying to get me more upset than I usually am.
Now, when you say push your button, finger in the ass?
No, I mean...
Because I don't know the gay slang. I've been to 53rd and 2nd. Yeah, not 3rd.
No. You got to go the extra block for the fingers and the tongues and the rim jobs and all that.
Why do you have to sit there and be so blunt with it?
Well, I just want to clarify.
First of all, when I look at you with that head, I just want to say when you're shipping out. Because really, the whole Navy plebe look, that's what you look like.
Yeah, it's pretty depressing when I stare at the mirror.
Yeah.
I just think it's all a bad nightmare, and one of these days...
Your life? Your whole life?
Yeah, pretty much.
What do you think Claire goes through?
I don't know.
West Side.
I don't know what West Side's thinking these days.
Yeah.
She's losing, though. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I imagine she is. All right, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Fez, I know you're a big TV watcher.
Totally. Love the television.
Well, you're cutting edge that way. You're right on the cutting edge. AFI... what's that even stand for? The American Film Institute.
Right.
Has come out with the top 10 TV shows of last year. This is like critical choice. This isn't the rating, so Idol is not going to be in here at all. And I guess, is this in order, Dave, do you know?
No.
Or is this just 10?
They just gave us 10. The 10 best shows.
All right. Battlestar Galactica.
Have not checked that out, but I do hear people say nice things about it.
Somebody sent me some, and I haven't had an opportunity. They sent me season 1. Haven't had the opportunity to sit down yet.
The thing I didn't like about it was, from the previews, the Cylons look like humans, and I thought, how cheap is this? It reminds me of, like, old black and white sci-fi pictures when the spacemen were in suits and a astronaut helmet.
How old are you? Seriously, you remember stuff like that?
It seems like it's always difficult to do like big science fiction adventures on television, though. Like because the special effects,
like Star Trek. They've really been awful. All right, let's go. The next one, our favorite show of the year, Dexter. All of us seem to love that one.
Dexter's probably the best thing on television. They are correct there.
Now, next week is the final of the year, right?
Right.
And let me just say, at Christmas, I want to say a prayer to Jesus. Please let them kill Dexter's sister. She almost turns me off women.
I just ordered Showtime last night.
Oh, congratulations.
So I can catch up on Dexter. Yeah. Because I feel so out of the loop.
Has the cable man been coming through your neighborhood since this is 1982?
No, I was so excited. I saw, Showtime On Demand. Every episode's there.
You know what you're going to love? What? The MTV. They've got all the videos, Duran, everything that you're going to love. Earl, when did you get cable? What year was it?
1987.
All right, so you actually got cable during the almost the Bush years, the first Bush years.
The first Bush years. And cable had been around like forever. And that's when cable finally came to my section of Queens. Because if you lived in the New York City area, big chunks of New York City just could not get cable. It was not wired for cable.
Let me guess, black neighborhoods?
Yeah, of course.
It's always sad. The next one, Elizabeth I. Never heard of it. Sounds like a PBS deal.
Yeah, never. I didn't know the Queen got her own series.
I do not watch PBS, but I tell people I do. And that's why I carry a tote bag.
Or if you're going to watch something, it's always the Simon and Garfunkel concert that they always play on PBS.
It's either the Ken Burns, which is always good, or some kind of rock thing. Yeah. Like they'll do some salute to the disco years with everyone you've ever seen. And then as soon as you're like getting into it, boom, they start begging for money.
Yeah.
All right, next, Friday Night Lights.
Yes.
I got to say, I tried this. I gave it 2 or 3 weeks. I found it to be awful.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Couldn't stay with it. Fez?
I never even checked it out. That is one of those shows that when I see the commercial, I feel like I've watched the whole show, like the OC.
I love it. The only criticism about Friday Night Lights is not enough football. We'll go 2 or 3 episodes of that without an actual game being played. So that's a little bit frustrating, but I think it's a great, great show.
I wanted to like it, don't like it. Earl, what about you?
No, I never got into it. It just never really got into me because I want football, and there's not enough football in it for me.
And even if it's high school football, if there was really high school football, it's the fucking OC where they throw in an occasional football game. I could give a fuck.
Well, you didn't like the movie?
I wasn't crazy about the movie. I even read the book. I thought the book was probably the closest thing to being real. But it can't be a book, a movie, a TV show, a play. It's too much. Start doing other shit. Heroes. Bezzy, still love?
Still love Heroes. I'm not crazy about all the people in Heroes, but overall on that show, I like it.
Who's your favorite hero?
My favorite hero is a little Japanese guy that's been in space and time.
Are you into it?
I'm going to get it when it comes out on DVD.
All right,
Finally caught an episode, liked it a lot. Liked it very much. I just thought it was very well written, just a good TV show.
I will watch it every week. So far, I've watched it every week. It doesn't deserve the love that we're giving it because it's better as a concept right now than it is as a show. Favorite? The little fucking girl who makes you feel like a pedophile. The little cheerleader. And then I also like Crazy Girl, who goes back and forth.
Crazy Girl is my least favorite Jekyll and Hyde girl.
Very, very hot, extremely hot, and dates Earl on that show.
Rock on.
There's something about girls that date black guys that make you think they must be wild.
With her husband, and the little kid, I think it's some of the worst acting on television.
Racist. Here is, if you're saying it's worst acting, you haven't seen her ass yet. It's amazing. Great actress. I'd give her an Emmy for that. The Office.
The Office, I have never watched The American Office.
Never watched The American Office.
Fantastic. What a great show.
The funniest show on television.
No. I watched it. I still watch it. I try to give it things. It's too sitcom-y. The original Office is a fucking masterpiece. This one, you might as well be watching My Name is Earl.
I don't want to upset you, but I've seen that British Office.
Don't fucking say it. Don't say it.
I just
don't say it. I'm serious. Don't fucking say it. There's a couple things that I'll take in life. But if I'm going to sit here and listen to a fucking retard attack Ricky Gervais, it ain't going to happen, Dave.
Okay, I just think
I'll fucking paint the goddamn walls with your blood before I let you say shit like that.
All right, I'm not going to say it then.
Smart move. Smart move. South Park.
South Park, every time I watch it, very funny still.
Still edgy, still funny, still pushes the buttons.
It's fantastic, as always.
It's funny, and I never watch it. Whenever I just happen to catch it from time to time, but
I think it's gotten better. It's like in its prime right now as The Simpsons is going down. That South Park's the cartoon you have to watch.
I can't listen. You know what? You're out of this segment. I just, every time I look at you now, I think of what you almost said. It drives me crazy. Turn your back to us.
Well, you know,
you can sit there. No, don't hold the fucking microphone. The microphone is up to the back of your bald head. That's better. No, it's comforting. It makes me feel a little better.
We should probably draw a face on the back of his head there.
Butchie wants to help us out. Butchie, you're on the air.
Hey, Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry.
This HBO was that Elizabeth I was on HBO. It was a miniseries. That's all.
Thank you very much.
Later.
I'm really not. I don't like any those period pieces from that time. That fucking makes my hair itch when I think of all the dry wigs people wear.
A lot of dry wigs and a lot of like tight, uncomfortable, itchy costumes.
Excuse me. Take off your headphones. I heard you giggling at the dry wig thing. You're going to get back on the show. but after we're done talking.
I have a point.
What is it?
What about Amadeus? Didn't you like that? That had a lot of...
I hear you.
That had a lot of powder.
What, did we do 24?
No, we didn't do 24.
Never watched it.
Watched it, and it's so addictive.
Everyone says that. I have never seen this 24.
Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddies?
Yeah.
Hey, comment about Battlestar Galactica. Personally, I watch it every week, and I think Edward James Olmos is probably one of the best actors on any cable television show at the moment right now.
Wow, what a compliment. One of the best actors on cable. Fantastic.
Well, I mean, let's face it, you got your HBO shows and stuff like that, and, I love Heroes and stuff like that. I even like Studio 60, and I'm going to be pissed that they're not going to put that on for another year, but
I still watch Studio 60, too.
I think Battlestar you guys got to watch it. Ronnie, you got to sit down and watch it, buddy.
I forget who sent me the DVD, first season or whatever. I'm going to watch it.
That guy Martin from Post Tours sent it.
Oh, thank you, Martin. I appreciate it all. I had to send him back a thank you note. I'll just say it now. Thank you, Martin. And consider this a note. You write it down, Martin, and that way you can look at it. Dave, I heard the giggling.
I try not to, okay.
Think about what you said, and think about how you can become better. All right?
Okay.
I can't hear you.
The Office.
I can't hear you. You're off mic. You can't come back to the mic, though. That's wrong.
Where am I supposed to go?
Yeah. Anthony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies. How are you?
Yeah.
I wanted to know if you ever caught the show Life on Mars from the BBC.
Every single one of them. Love the show.
The greatest show.
And they're going to do a fucking Office version. They're going to do an American version of that. And you know it's going to suck ass. Like the American Office. Yeah, it's going to be terrible, like the American Office on NBC. That's the fucking problem with what happens.
I still haven't checked out Life on Mars on BBC.
Yeah, I don't think you would like it.
How come?
There's no monsters or robots in it. Listen to this song. This is their theme song.
And she's hooked to the silver screen, but the film is a sad thing for.
And there is life on Mars now. I've proven it when I found water.
She could spit in the eyes of fools if they ask her to focus on.
I'll just be sitting there as my show's coming on. Hey, look, he's back in 73. Back in Manchester. And United is playing City. This is exciting. Because when you watch BBC shows, Fez, you got to figure about 30% of the bits you're not even going to get. They're a little over your head.
Oh, yeah, I don't know anything about British culture.
Or American culture, for that matter. What are you giggling at, Dave?
I wasn't giggling at anything. I thought I heard something funny.
Earmuffs. Put on earmuffs.
It's getting overboard.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have to do that. Fez, did you think there's life on Mars because they found water?
Yeah, I think there's life on Mars.
You think there's life on Dave? Because look at all the water on him right now.
Oh, come on.
I would have to say there must be.
There's life on Dave. I've discovered water on Dave. That was immature.
It's at your pole.
But
but it's cold out, Mr. B.
I know. Well, we're not outside. We're inside.
I know, but I'm still chilly from the outside.
How about me? I don't even have a drink now because of my joke.
Oh.
Should have thrown Fez's water.
We can't find water now.
You get the joke now, though. There's life because there's life on Mars because there's water. Look at me. You're allowed to look at me now.
Okay.
Get the joke?
Yeah, I do, I
life
guess.
on Mars because there's water.
I mean...
And then I said, I think there's life on Dave, and I hit you with a glass of water.
You could have as easily said there's life on the table and poured the water on the table.
Is the table going to yell, oh, no, it's cold out? Oh, this is my good shirt?
No, I guess not.
Yeah.
Hey, if I should include that.
I should throw soap next. Hey, if I should include that. And best TV show when Ron threw water on Dave when he didn't suspect it. Thank you, Pitsy. Thanks for the ammunition. I mean water.
What? Ammunition?
I was so excited about that, and I do believe there's life on Mars anyway.
Yeah. Hey, Martin. Oh, it's my friend Martin who gave me the DVD collection.
Hey, buddy. I just wanted to let you know I was from Ron and Fez, RonandFezShow.net.
RonandFezShow.net. Dave always gets those things wrong.
Yeah,
and
next time I'll bring you some popcorn and soda.
They're important to people, Fezzy, because they like to hear their board names. And then when you give out the wrong board, it gets people all upset.
It's a badge of honor. It's like saying you're from the wrong hometown or something.
Right, exactly. Or pronouncing somebody's hometown. It just drives them crazy. Martin, thank you so much. You got me the first season of Battlestar Galactica?
First and second.
All right, first and second. Now, so far, I checked eBay today, no bids on it. But I still appreciate it, 100%.
Nope. Maybe once there's a third.
Yeah.
Go ahead and plug your board again there, Martin.
It's ronandfezshow.net.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks. See ya.
Bye, Primus, pal.
What's that mean?
We went to Primus together.
Oh, really?
I mean, we didn't go together. I met him at the Primus, and we watched the whole concert together. It was
holding hands?
So much fun. No, I was holding hands with West Side, but...
why don't you try this? I got a little joke for you.
Yeah.
You go out there, you pour water on yourself, and go, is there life on me? Get it?
Nah, it's a little too cold for that.
Chuck, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's going on, RB and Tippy?
Yeah.
I want to congratulate you on that great soccer joke that nobody got.
Yeah, I know no one's going to get it, but I like to throw out a little British soccer humor. Here's some American stuff. Freddie Adu, who when we were in D.C., he was going to be the person who was going to make everybody love soccer. They traded him out to Salt Lake.
Yeah, now 17 years old, and he's already had his first trade.
Well, here's the thing, though. If you are going to make Americans love soccer, how are you going to do that from Salt Lake City? You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be a hub where kids are going to be looking towards.
You're not even going to get Mormons to like soccer doing this.
I don't know. I can't speak for them.
You think the MLS would have intervened and made sure he got traded to New York?
If I were to them, I'd make sure the son of a bitch scored goals. I'd set him up. I'd have that thing like the WWE. All right, thank you very much, Chuck. Peace.
Thanks, Ron.
Fezzy, soccer going to catch on in this country?
Soccer is never going to catch on in this country. They've tried every which way. They've tried, teams in big cities. They've promoted it. It's never going to catch on.
Earl, will it catch on?
I think eventually, because how many the term soccer mom is just like part of the American
right, because little kids play soccer. They don't play baseball. They definitely don't play football. If anything, now they're starting this flag football for kids rather than like the weight leagues that we had when we were younger, where I played on the 65-pound team. How fucking stupid. You're wearing a helmet, a jock, and you weigh under 65 pounds. So, you don't want your kids doing that. You don't want them to get hurt. But will those kids grow up to be soccer fans? That's the problem.
Yeah, they just never do.
But my thing is this. I fucking love the World Cup. I watched the hell out of the World Cup. But it's kind of like the Olympics, where I never miss the Olympics, but then I don't find myself watching track and field for 4 years.
Yeah, the World Cup comes around every 4 years. You're ready for it by the time it gets here. There's no burnout.
And the reason why is because there's not enough offense in soccer. So you can watch World Cup low-scoring games, and it'll still be interesting. But if you're watching soccer games every single year, and it's fucking 1-0 or 2-1 every game, there's not enough offense for American audiences.
Yeah, but if you grow up with the sport, unlike us, you know what I mean? Like, you probably did more than me. Did you play soccer as a kid?
Yes, I did. I played soccer when I was a kid.
And you don't have any feeling for the game, and you're not getting the game other than the score? Because normally it's people who don't get the game. It's like non-football game fans hate a 10-7 game. Anybody who plays the sport of football sees all the fucking plays that go into a fucking 7-0 game, you'll end up liking it.
They try to indoctrinate soccer into into baseball and everything when we were growing up in school. And this was like around the time when the Cosmos were really big and everything. And that was the main complaint about it. It was like there wasn't enough offense. There was just too much. You were either standing around or running around. You couldn't touch the ball as much. There was not enough offense for Americans to really get into it.
Americans get into baseball, and there's not a gigantic amount of scoring that takes place. But you see all the plays that take place other than the guy crossing home plate, if you're a real baseball fan.
Yeah, but it just seems like when you're a kid, you play soccer because that's what they say to do, and it gives you good, it's a good recreational sport. But by the time you grow up, by the time you become an adult, your taste lies in football or basketball or other sports.
But again, because that's what's on TV.
I'm not really sure about that because now there's so many sandlots now. Kids are playing soccer on those sandlots. When I was growing up, that was baseball games. I mean, from sun up to sundown, you played ball. Baseball.
You can run across more soccer games being played by guys just fucking around in New York than you probably can baseball games. Certainly more baseball than maybe even, softball, you'll say. But you don't see grown men playing baseball.
Is there an American version of Beckham? Some big soccer idol that would get kids and young...
That was going to be Freddie Adu.
Yeah. See, so there's no American hero like a Michael Jordan.
Here's the problem. No. First of all, you wouldn't have a Michael Jordan if you don't have a league. You need a league that people watch way before you get to have a Michael Jordan. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no place for these kids to look on. You can't expect somebody to pop up in the middle of nowhere yet.
Right, but I mean, again, it's the lack of scoring because even hockey is suffering because of that. And
hockey never was an American sport to begin with. It was a sport that was taken by America, but it's really a Canadian sport. And Canadians don't sit around going, we need more scoring. That's fucking non-fans. Americans.
Well, maybe that's the reason that soccer isn't doing well then, because soccer is very much a European sport. So Americans like American sports.
Josh, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, the reason I don't like soccer and kind of hockey and basketball too is because the roles are less defined. I love football because you have, each different position requires different set of attributes. And then you can have standout players in that. In soccer, all the
I disagree. Who wouldn't like an all-around athlete? Who wouldn't like a guy who could play defense,
I like them,
score? I mean, we love that in basketball.
Plus, they do have the striker. They have their defensive players.
Right, but I'm saying all around, the guys share skills. Unlike football, which is really an odd sport when you think about it, football. With all the equipment and the fact that certain guys never touch a I mean, there's fucking guys that are in the Hall of Fame, the Football Hall of Fame, who've never touched a football in their professional life. It's the strangest fucking sport, maybe ever.
And you, in football, you can aspire to be you don't aspire to, I want to be a guard. You become a guard. You don't, everyone wants to be the quarterback, the wide receiver.
Right. That's what you think when you're little.
Yeah, and then they're like, you're playing guard. What's that? Well, you're going to have to block.
CJ, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Yeah.
Statistically, when you count all the kids, soccer is the most played sport in America, and baseball is now one of the lowest. So I'm surprised soccer's not more, popular. I love World Cup, man. I wish we had a good soccer league over here.
I'm a big fan of World Cup, too, and a lot of it has to do because the different countries playing each other, which I find to be really exciting.
Yeah, but also it's like a tournament. Any type of tournament you can get into. Whereas if it was a whole regular season of 40 games every year, I think your enthusiasm would diminish.
See, that's the thing. When I try to read about, I don't even understand the seasons. It's like they play a half a season, they take off for 3 months, they play another half a season. Somehow it's ingrained to their way of life in a way that we don't even understand over here.
And you would think, you would think it would be just a summer sport, because basically
But it's not at all, right? That's when they play their international play.
Right. It's more of a spring, like a late winter, or, spring sport. And
then it's a fall sport, too, right?
Right. It's fucked up.
And then, no, it's not fucked up. Then in the summer, they'll play their countries. Will play against each other, right?
Yeah. I was talking about professionals more in spring.
But what I'm trying to say is that's why they keep the summers open. Because then suddenly everybody, the All-Stars will go play the German All-Stars or whatever. All that shit seems exciting and cool to me, but I still don't I still don't get it. I don't know how they put it together.
And I think another problem is if you're not at the game, it's very difficult to watch a game. I mean, because it's so spread out and it's so wide. And
I don't know. I don't think it's a bad TV sport. I know World Cup is a fun TV sport.
I think it's one of the more easier games to watch on TV. You see practically the whole field. The ball's big enough to see.
Yeah.
You can see when someone's driving. Yeah, it's very easy to watch.
Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
I think the year 2040 or 2045, white people are supposed to be a minority. When that happens, I think soccer's going to have a bigger influence because it's a big South American sport, and a lot of people coming from South America and wanting to play soccer and stuff.
It's actually big everywhere but here, right? Here in Canada? Everybody else loves it?
Yeah, I mean, they sell, you'll have crowds of 70 to 80,000, and sometimes up to, I think in Brazil, 100,000 people show up.
But literally everywhere but here. We're the only ones who don't get it. And even that, we have we're at least a top 8 team, right? America?
Well,
right?
Not this year. This year we were pitiful.
All right, this year we were bad.
Yeah.
But overall, we're right in there, let's say top 8.
Yeah, because we were good enough to get into World Cup. Then it was just a hideous showing once we got there.
Oh, bro, they always let us in the World Cup. No matter what happens, they want our fucking TVs tuned in. So I don't care what year it is. I think we always got in.
I mean, there's definitely a modem popularity. Look how hard they fought to have it brought back to the United States and have it broadcast on American TV. There's definitely an interest there, and there's definitely money to be made there.
Here's what I thought all along. We need one fucking professional team. Forget away from the soccer league, right? We take one team. They're almost like the Globetrotters. They'll play in New York one week. They'll play in Chicago. But we start and play against like Manchester United and then a fucking German team. We play against all the best pro teams.
That could definitely work.
Where we're almost like we're Notre Dame. We're on the fucking side. We're not part of any league. And invest some money into that. Get somebody behind it like Fox or ABC. Say, you know what, this thing isn't going to blow up for like 5 or 6 years. But so that we all know, hey, make sure you're watching this Friday night. It's going to be a big game.
And the other international teams would love that, too. They would love to get to come to, the States and do a big nationally televised game.
I hate how Europeans call our country the States anyway.
Why?
Because we're the United States of America. Don't just call us the States. It's just another perfect example of the European man trying to keep us down. By calling us the States, they're condescending us. I hate when
you know who you would love?
Yeah.
Sean Hannity. You ought to give him a listen. You really would. You'd fall right into that.
And I think if we had that let's say we had that one U.S. team that played, you can get to know the players, let them develop.
Thank you.
Thanks
for backing me up for a change, Earl.
You draft them, let's say when they're 16 or 17, let them develop, let everyone get to know them the same way like people know David Beckham. They know the names of all of these guys on the Manchester team.
Exactly, and we don't know who the hell our guys are.
One question, though, I would have is, wouldn't you think that your American Globetrotters would get tired by traveling so much? I mean, if they have to play Germany and then fly...
let me ask you this. You think U2 gets a little fucking tired? You do it for the money, you idiot. Suddenly now they're really playing professional soccer, not, in an 8,000 fucking seat St. Louis place.
Yeah, but they have to win games. If they don't win, then people are going to lose interest real quick.
I don't know. I think if you say, let's stay in, 5-6 years is going to take, and we're going to play the best teams right away. Yeah, throw us in an occasional fucking shit team, we'll play some Arab team, but say this is a long-term thing. Get the little kids watching it, and know that maybe this isn't going to catch on gigantic for like 10 years. Number 9 on the list, West Wing. Because I never finished the list.
Oh, okay. West Wing, I did watch this last season with Jimmy Smits and Alan Alda, and I enjoyed it again.
Never watched it all.
Never watched it.
I watched the first few seasons. I liked the presidential stuff.
Yeah, well, it's been on for 10 years?
Yeah, well, I stopped watching as soon as the guy got shot.
When that Jimmy Smits came in there this year, it was as dumb as a hat. Dumb as a hat. Hey, Pitsy.
Did you ever see the live debate they did? That was like the best thing they ever did on the West Wing.
I heard about it, but I didn't want to jump in 9 seasons in.
But that was a ripoff from when ER did a live broadcast.
You want to know the truth? Only ER I ever watched was the live broadcast. True story. And I thought it was terrible. The Wire.
Never watched The Wire.
Bill is supposed to give me a copy of the first season, and he's never done it yet. I don't know what he's doing.
Far and away the best show on TV. I've followed every season.
Better than Dexter?
Better than Dexter.
Get out, Earl.
No way.
It is.
Get out.
It's developed by Tom Fontana and Barry Levinson. It takes place in Baltimore. It is easily the best show on TV. It talks about how, it deals with the drug trade and from every aspect, from the dealers to the users to the cops.
Was Barry Levinson at that screening we were at that night?
Yes, he was.
Looks like $1 million now.
Looks very regal and very
he's regal.
Dignified.
Yeah, I want to look regal later in life. I want to get to the point where I'm regal.
You can't trust Earl with his television taste because he likes Rome, and that show sucked.
I hear from a lot of people. Earl, give me the first season of Rome before the second one starts.
Yes.
I know Ant loves it, right?
Anthony loves it.
When you hear Anthony loves something, try to get it from me because I want to love everything he does.
But the way they structure Rome is it's very much like New York City in a lot of ways. You have your various hierarchies. You have your suburbs.
I see. It's like it's over Dave's head. He's not getting it.
There's taxi cabs in downtown Rome.
No, but not enough. There's not enough gladiators and blood. It's just, oh my God, talking.
You never
You
watch.
always need more action. You're like a fucking child, like a 3-year-old. Stop talking, Dave. What are you doing? Headphones off. Turn around.
Oh.
Or else I'm going to do another water joke.
And what, like the last 3 episodes of the first season had the best gladiator scenes you will ever put to film. It was better than the movie Gladiator. It was unbelievable.
Why am I on the outside here? Why do I have my nose pressed against the window, the bakery store window? Why aren't I inside enjoying?
I'm going to take care of you, Ronnie.
Yeah. And I get that wire. I got to make it up to fucking Bill. I don't know what happened to it. I asked you about that before, too.
Yeah, the wire, it will absolutely blow you.
Forget all that. I don't care. I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to keep it in plastic and hand it back to the kid. Because I swear to God, I don't know what happened to it. I need you on top of some things, Earl.
Yes.
I don't want the uncomfortability of yesterday. The squeeze play that you put on us. Actually, I got a lot of emails about that yesterday, Fezzi, our guest.
Glenn Tilbrook was in studio promoting his new CD and his concert tour.
He came in, great voice. Actually, pretty good little guitar player, too. Sang a couple songs for us and left very, very quickly. So I get home last night, I check my emails. What happened with Glenn Tilbrook? Seems so odd how quick and on. There was some kind of drama going on between Earl and, what was it, his agent? Who was
road
it?
Manager.
His road manager. So for some reason, he brings Glenn Tilbrook in, which Fez and I had him on the show at NEW. I'm a fan of Squeeze from the old days. I'm not going to lie and say I got every album, but, you know, I like the hits. So he comes in, he starts to sing. Right away, I see Earl looking all upset, and you basically wanted him out of here the second he came in.
Well, what happened was, you know, when you set these kind of things up, we had numerous phone calls pretty much all weekend, back and forth. What time do you want us in? What do you want to do? And we laid all of this out, and he was like, okay, we're going to do 2 songs.
Right.
Great. And I was like, hey, and I said, hey, can we do, can you do?
But go ahead.
I mean, there was...
He didn't play what you wanted him to play, right?
Well, basically, we had a game plan, and he didn't follow it. And that's when I said I had enough. It was just like, we got to cut this thing short.
But I would have let the guy, well, it doesn't matter. I had to back up Earl because he's my guy. Even, like, my thing is this, Fuzzy. Even when, you know, you don't know what's going on, you got to back up your team. I'm not Dave.
Right, and it was the weird thing was the uncomfortability of it going on.
Weird thing or good thing? That was actually my favorite part because you and I didn't feel good, and neither did Glenn Tilbrook, and Earl and this guy are jawing with each other.
Yeah, everyone felt odd, and of course, Glenn Tilbrook's in here, his back's to the window. Ronnie and I can see what's going on out in our lobby.
And it's not on Glenn at all. He was very gracious, played well.
Well, luckily enough, you say that because Fez and I were about to put the boots to him. I was about to take that fucking guitar and El Kabong him because you weren't happy. I don't know. I see shit going down. I'm ready to dive in.
But I mean, my problems was clearly with the road manager. I mean, it had nothing to do with Glenn at all. It was just.
There's so many weird things that always go on when you bring guests in because. You know, sometimes you have to take people to get someone else. Like sometimes some of the guests are, hey, I can get you this guy, but I also need you to take this guy. Earl lives this whole version of this type of stuff and keeps Fez and I out of it. And Dave is out of it because he doesn't understand big people stuff.
I mean, the weird politics that go on between the...
What? Put your headphones back on. You can't hear anything.
What was that harumph that I heard?
I understand big people talk.
You really don't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. You missed everything that happened yesterday.
He just was giving me this blank stare.
Well, so the deal is this, Earl. We'll probably never see him again. What happens if there's a Squeeze reunion tour and suddenly after all these years they have a hit?
We'll get everyone but Tilbrook. And is that really worth it?
We'll have to get Chris Difford.
Who?
I
know, I'm fucking kidding. That was my little joke. When you get a fucking subtle joke like that, don't keep running with it.
Well, Glenn Tilbrook.
You have no opinion.
Stay lovey.
You missed the whole fucking thing yesterday.
Because you made me turn around just now.
No, but I mean, yesterday you missed everything.
Yeah.
You didn't even sense the uncomfortability that everyone else was feeling.
I thought it was going great.
Earl, was I wrong to cut it short, or should I said because later I'm like, I should have said, what the hell is going on back there, and brought you both in and try to figure out who's the big liar.
No, I mean, it was the right thing to do because, again, it was just the political side of it just completely
You are
reared its ugly
lucky
head.
that I have zero interest in my own career, or this stuff would come up all the time.
I mean, it was so uncomfortable and so just weird, and it was because you could just cut the tension with a knife. It was just so odd.
But you stand by your decision, Earl.
Absolutely, stand by my decision.
Which I don't even understand what it was.
I mean, it's just the looks that was going, just total daggers and just words that were, it was awful.
Wow, it doesn't matter.
Typical
Well,
British.
that would be perfect for today's version of...
Razzle Dazzle. It's Board Gossip with Eastside Dave.
A little gossip, a little chat, a little idle talk.
Shitboard gossip time, starting off with FBA. Rumor has it that Hey Mother Kisser and Kinky Katie will be sleeping at Lee Mel's house on New Year's Eve. Perhaps their favorite holiday poem is Menage a Trois the night before Christmas. Hey, it's called bringing in the new year, guys, not banging in the new year.
You know any of those people, Fez?
No, I'm not familiar with them.
Still kind of exciting, though, huh?
Yeah, just to know that, hey, this is going to go on New Year's Eve.
Slipping over to MafiaLife.com, looks like a certain wild child was seen swapping spit with Pat from Unaki's lass, who goes by the name Dr. Dimebag. I can't tell you who this girl is, but does anyone have recipe for French bread pizza?
Wow, that's shocking. Frenchie kissing a girl.
That's not yours, that's Pat from Unaki's. Hands off, please. Now for a segment called Embarrassing Posts. Rishi from RonFez.net writes...
Where?
Rishi from RonFez.net writes... How big is your cock? I'm sporting a healthy 7 1/4 inches when aroused. When he's resting, who knows and who cares? Well, I can tell you that no one cares about your Rishi's pieces. Mister, enough with the embarrassing posts.
That went nowhere.
It's just sick, is what that was.
But
that
should
post.
there be a punchline?
That was it. Rishi's pieces, like the candy.
Gotcha.
Seems like you were more embarrassed than Rishi was.
I was very embarrassed. And now for Who Could It Be?
Who can it be now? Who can it be now?
Let me just say that Fez hates this and cringes because you say who could it be?
To line up in this world, I don't know why it can't.
Would you like me to change the name of the segment, Mr. W?
Do what you want.
Please don't. I like to cringe better than anything.
Well then, and now for Who Could It Be?
Who can it be now? Who can it be now?
What Ron and Fez intern was recently spotting commanding his girl to stand outside the men's room while he peed so that he could keep an eye on her. Oogly boogly. By the way, he needs his girl to constantly stick by him. Maybe he should be called Tar Pits? I wonder, who could it be?
You're not even doing the voice anymore.
That is the voice.
No, it isn't. It's not the voice at all. There's no fun to it. It's more spooky. Pizza, you make your girlfriend wait outside the pisser?
This is totally not true, and it was taken out of context.
That is not what the gossip team informed me.
We went to the Mafia Life party on Saturday, and I had a few drinks or whatnot, and Vic didn't really know anybody there because she'd never been to an event, so she just decided to stick close to me. And then she got hooked up with Solera and Frenchie, and then just things went downhill from there.
I'm sure. So she's learned girl love?
Yeah.
The hard way.
She's ready for the party this Saturday, too.
Oh, jeez.
Trampling over to Pal Talk, are there problems in baby girl's crib? The gossip team saw her attempting to mingle on Pal Talk the other night when her boyfriend, Lax Playa, started yelling at baby girl to spend time with him and not the internet. Looks like when it comes to baby on Pal Talk, Lax Player tries to pacify her.
What?
Looks like when it comes to baby on Pal Talk, Lax Player tries to pacify her.
I don't think he does, because you would pacify her by letting her go on Pal Talk.
That would
He's taking her pacifier away.
I was expecting to hear he puts her baby in the corner.
He doesn't want her talking.
Oh, this is driving you crazy. This isn't your bit, huh?
He doesn't want her talking on Pal Talk.
Yeah, that doesn't pacify her, though. It's just the opposite.
I'm not sure I understand.
Pacifying means please her, comfort her.
No, like the a baby pacifier.
Yes, we fucking get it.
Oh.
What do you think? Pacifiers have spikes on them and they torment babies?
In other words, when you want to pacify a baby, you give it what it wants, not take away what it wants.
Okay, I was looking at it as an actual baby pacifier.
That's the same fucking thing. Pacifier means to give that to him. You know what I mean? To calm.
Yeah.
But when you take away the pacifier...
Okay, but what does a pacifier with a baby do? It makes him be quiet. See what I mean? When you stick it in the baby's mouth.
No, that's because it makes them content. That's why they become... That's why it's a pacifier. It's contentment.
I see. I never knew that.
It's almost like you've taken the pacifier... I don't even know why I'm doing this.
And that's today's board gossip. Remember, we're always watching.
That wasn't even a good one today.
What do you mean?
That might be the last.
No.
First, you got Fez going crazy over who can it be now.
That was great information. We had drama, we had menage a trois.
All you have to do is say can instead of could and add a now at the end of your sentence. And everything will line up perfectly.
I can't do that.
Who could it be? Somebody doesn't like board gossip? You need better stuff in there. I like to know that people would get angry.
There's a menage a trois that I've exposed that people are not going to look kindly on that one.
Pitsy, your girlfriend waits outside the bathroom for you? Like fucking old Yeller?
No, it's not true.
It's not what I heard. I will not tell you the name of the person, but Solera might be involved with that part.
That is Solera's name.
Oh. She was the one. She saw it, Pitsy.
Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I can relate to Fez's OCD about that because I got one about him.
Yeah.
Every time Ron brings some new kid in town, like somebody like Big A, he says, I don't want to hear it. Well, the Eagles song, it goes, I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, I know. That drives me crazy, too.
Yeah, it's been driving me crazy for months. So
Yeah.
I'm glad he put that out there.
My problem is not getting lyrics wrong. My problem is that his words don't match the lyrics that are playing. It's a totally different thing.
No, it's exactly the same.
It's exactly the same because we all know what you're doing when he says there's a new kid in town and then you say, I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it.
No, I don't want to hear about it.
You know, let's send you into the big-ass prize closet.
Oh, let's not.
Why are you cranky, Fez, again?
Because this guy's winning prizes just for calling me out on stuff.
Go ahead, ADF. Let's see what you won.
Scott, you're going to get Sinatra's Vegas, courtesy of Rhino Entertainment. It's a 4-CD set containing previously unreleased live material from the 60s through the 80s and a bonus DVD. That's in stores now and at rhino.com.
Earl got me that, too, and I just love it. Sold on eBay in 3 hours.
That's quick.
One Nut, you're on the air. How you doing, Nut?
Hey, I figured out why the board gossip bothers Fez so much.
What's that?
Because whenever Dave does the board gossip, there's somebody on the show acting gayer than Fez.
Ouch.
I don't know what he's talking about. Gay? No, informative. That's how I'm acting.
There's a new kid in town.
I don't want to hear it.
Actually, I think Fez has got that right. Does he, Earl? Because I got to tell you the truth, I've never made it all the way through an Eagles song, other than Doolin Dalton.
I don't want to hear about it. Doesn't sound natural.
I don't want to hear about it.
It's too many words.
Yeah. Cue it up for us, would you, Earl?
It doesn't sound lyrical.
Yeah, I mean, then Paranoid he has that bit where you're quoting the words, and it has both sets of words in it.
What's he saying?
That I don't know what he's doing.
He has your quote, but it also has the song underneath it. So
you want to listen to that? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to hear it.
There's a new kid in town.
I don't want to hear it.
I think he says both.
I don't want to
I think he says, I don't want to hear it, and then he says, I don't want to hear about it.
Interesting. So I'm just using the first set of lyrics.
Yeah, you should do it. I don't want to hear it, and then I don't want to hear about it. I think you'd be on. But I can't hear because we're yelling over it.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the best example, Earl.
Yeah, but I mean...
All right, board gossip is done.
No.
You got to give us something we can go on. That was Pitsy's girlfriend, and there was nothing else in there that was even biting.
Menage a trois is not biting?
It's not a real one. I'm going to hear, you know.
It hasn't even happened yet. You're waiting for New Year's, hoping this thing comes off.
It's not happening at all.
We got verbal.
You know what my favorite one was? Baby girl got yelled at on Pal Talk.
Right.
That I liked. Because that's a little bit embarrassing. Get off the Pal Talk!
The camera is still on.
I don't care!
Would you quit yelling at me in front of all these Pal Talkers?
You overcooked the steak!
I'll be done in a minute and I'll feed you, you animal.
Yeah, I mean, that's the shit I like.
Well, hey.
Do more like that.
I mean, I wish
people who fight on Pal Talk.
Yeah, grab the video or the audio of that.
Yeah.
I want to hear. I want to see it all of a sudden.
Suddenly you want to hear about it.
Domestic violence caught on Pal Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the end of New Kid in Town if we really want to settle it.
Yeah, we do.
Earl, I'm hating you today.
There's a new kid in town. I don't want to hear it.
Perfect.
I don't want to hear it.
No. Take that fucking guy's prize back.
Very nice. No Sinatra from Rhino.com for that guy.
Call him back right now while we sit here and say, does he really want this fucking prize I gave him?
Oh, Scott, so sorry.
I gotta tell you the truth. The Eagles thing, I can't do. I can barely make it through the Philadelphia Eagles. And then when I get to the regular Eagles, I know you're a fucking fan, right, Earl?
Yeah, I like the Eagles. They're all right.
Why?
Good songs, good harmonies. Hotel California might be song for song one of the greatest albums ever.
Bullshit. Go song for song through there. Come on, let's go through, because that fucking song's on there, right? New Kid in Town is from that album?
Yes.
That might be the worst fucking rock song in history. The most embarrassing fucking song ever is New Kid in Town.
It's a metaphor.
Grow the fuck up. That's the metaphor. Grow the fuck up. Who cares?
It's a metaphor about the music industry.
Yeah, stop being a pussy. Other people fucking have albums, you fucking cunt. Yes, I'm talking to you, Glenn Fry. I don't care how much you work out. All right, what else is on that album?
Hotel California,
Yes, I
Life in the
understand.
Fast Lane.
That's okay.
Wasted Time's on there.
Girl song.
Last Resort, I believe, is on
Thank
there.
you. Awful. You're going to put this as one of the greatest albums of all time.
Yeah, I'll definitely stand by that. Absolutely.
You're the least black person I've ever met.
And his usage of the word great is so freaking liberal.
Thank you.
It's not even funny.
Yeah, you can't throw that term around. It's great for the Eagles, probably.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only word.
For the Eagles.
For the Eagles, a great album.
But not for anybody else.
For the average rock fan, it's a great album.
Please. Just play. I ought to fucking force New Kid in Town to be the brand new fucking opening for this show. And so people storm this place and kill you.
You know how the Beatles get like people who are still 15, 16 years old into their music? Mm-hmm. There's no one under 35 who likes the Eagles.
Let me say this. I think of the Eagles as the musical version of Bennigan's. It's palatable, but is it good? No. If I'm on the fucking elevator, sure, I'll fucking hum along, but not in real life.
Wait a minute, they did a tribute album to him featuring some of the great country artists from today.
Thank you.
Were a huge influence, like guys like Travis Tritt,
Thank you,
Dwight Yoakam, and
perfect.
Were enormous influence.
All those artists suck.
He doesn't get it. He doesn't get it.
And this coming from a guy who likes Primus.
Oh,
at least there's originality instead of
finally this is coming out. You two guys don't get along.
Only
Fezzy and I get along perfectly. It's you two that fight.
He's always saying great this, great that, and only the Eagles could have 4 or 5 guitarists and just no fucking sound whatsoever.
True.
Why do you need so many guitarists, for Christ's sakes?
Well, there were only 3, you idiot.
3 guitarists, and your sounds, and it's that quiet of a sound, that lazy?
You had twin leads, and you had
For what
rhythm
reason?
guitar.
You can never fucking hear the guitars.
What,
you just hear an acoustic 6-string getting strummed by someone who sounds like he's hungover.
Well, you never heard the end of Hotel California where they have the dual lead guitar solo.
And you think I'm going to hang around to the end of Hotel California?
No.
You fucking honestly believe I would? And mind is definitely twist that click.
And you can just double that guitar.
I'm going to tell you the truth.
Studio.
The Eagles are the single reason there is an XM satellite radio. To fucking get away from them.
I mean, but Primus, I went to see Primus. They opened for U2. People were throwing stuff at them.
Because they opened for U2.
I just said yesterday I saw people throw a bottle of fucking Prince when he opened for the Stones.
And Earl, they just played Radio City Music Hall last summer. Oh, yeah, Primus really sucks.
No, they played Roseland. That's a ballroom. There's a big difference between...
Summer. They just played Roseland, but last summer they played Radio City Music Hall.
To be good, you've got to play an arena? Is that it, Earl?
No, not at all. I'm just saying...
Finally, the NEW, Earl, is popping out.
I guess...
Where it's got to be mass appeal, and it's got to appeal to every fucking ham and egger in the world.
No, I just thought he had his venues wrong because you were talking about how much you were excited about going to see them at Roseland.
Yeah, that happened a couple weeks ago. In the summer, when I saw him, it was in Radio City Music Hall.
Jeez, enough for the Primus.
And Mr. B, I guess Tom Waits sucks because according to Earl, he's not going to play the guard.
No, I didn't say that at all. I did not say Tom Waits.
You just said you have to play the guard.
By the way, if you fucking think the Eagles are good, I dare you to make it through fucking old 55 without fucking throwing up.
Well, they did a pretty credible version.
All right, that's it, Earl. Our fucking friendship just ended then. Our friendship just ended then. It's over. And I'm glad it's before Christmas, so I don't have to buy him anything.
Everything's great. Everything's just peaceful.
Again, the holidays have been ruined.
And what kind of...
Fez, come back.
No.
Fez, come back.
Every year the holidays get ruined around here.
He hates the fighting.
And what kind of New York City guy are you, New York City black man, to like the West Coast bunch of white boys like the Eagles?
Well, pardon me, West Coast anyway. Texas and fucking Michigan. It's not exactly West Coast.
Well, pardon me for having an open mind about music.
Oh, yeah. The open-minded people like the fucking Eagles and fucking Fleetwood Mac. Earl, that's like saying I have an open mind. I like Wonder Bread. That's fucking the exact opposite of an open mind.
No, but what he was saying was like a New York City black man. I just felt he was kind of trying to pigeonhole me a little bit into like, oh, I should like hip hop. It's like, no, I listen to a lot of music.
But at the same time, the Eagles are just
You should have a certain amount of hipness about you, is what he's saying.
Yes.
You can't completely turn your fucking back on being cool.
I hate it when an argument degenerates into it's a free country and I'm expressing my opinion. When it gets down to the First Amendment.
No, but he's like New York City black man. I took a little bit of offense.
Again, please, all right? He's not Michael Richards. He's just trying to fucking make a point. Why does everything have to come back to race?
No, he's the only one that always brings it up.
I don't bring it up.
You bring it
Hitler
up.
brought it up.
You bring it up
so
all
I know
the time.
it's happened.
Oh, yeah.
David Duke brings it up, not just Dave.
Big deal. I can't help it if I notice that you're black. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all.
I already fucking fixed it.
Okay, thank you.
Don't you go into the race thing.
Okay.
You're too fucking stupid.
I'm not going to.
All right? Oh, God, this fucking show. No wonder it's so fucking cheesy. There's a new kid in town.
I don't want to hear it.
About it.
It's hear it. We listened to the audio evidence.
Did you take that guy's prize back? Did you call him with the bad news?
Called him first. Yeah, Pitsy's going to call him back and say he's got nothing.
Earl, I hate to tell you because I hate to wake you up, but that would be better on the show than off. But that's fucking 15 minutes ago. But why don't you do a show in there? Why don't you do a Middle America fucking MOR, middle of the road fucking show in there? Why don't you throw in some Billy Joel right after that? What? You're the attitude that killed NEW. Your fucking big middle of the road attitude.
I I like some middle-of-the-road music. That means I like all of it.
Grab some sticks for yourself.
God, no, I hate that band with a passion.
You're not gonna think that we're cool by yelling that out. Grab some Journey. Grab lights. Grab lights.
There's a word stronger than hate. That would be my word for Journey.
Oh, I don't believe him.
And he loves Kansas, too. I've seen Kansas CDs.
Please.
Come on.
I saw it.
Please. Hardly.
I saw it in one of your binders.
Again, why are you going through my things again, Dave?
I just have to keep tabs on you.
Pete, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Earl there. And douchebag Dave doesn't know music anyway. He's too young and he's stupid. So,
what's your
you
point?
gotta ask. The point is, you got to, Earl, I'm on the road, but look up on the computer, how many number one hits does the Eagles have?
All right, wait a minute. How many number one hits do the Carpenters have? Are we fucking putting them in over fucking Pink Floyd? You know what? That's just like saying, oh, Bennigan's is the best fucking restaurant. Look how many restaurants there are out there. It's just because you eat what's fucking fed to you. Taylor Hicks is going to have the number one fucking album next week, and Fez is going to be bald. Who's right, Fez or Taylor Hicks?
And I guess E.T. was better than Raging Bull, because in 1980, that was number one.
Thank you.
When E.T. came out in 82.
It really did. It did. It did.
Okay.
It did.
I'm going to take his advice, Mr. B.
No, I know it came out in 82, though. Because it lost to...
Gandhi.
Gandhi, thank you very much, Earl.
You can have that guy Sinatra CD set.
But it's just one man's opinion about one band, that's all.
Is it, Earl? When you're the one with the fucking 2 turntables and a microphone forcing your fucking music on everybody?
Well, people can throw stuff at me, call me out, hate me. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I like that people go, are you out of your mind? You know, yesterday we brought up Philip Glass. You guys looked at me like I had 2 heads.
Who did? I didn't.
No, you said, well, listening to Philip Glass on a subway was kind of odd.
I said it's unusual. I thought it was hip, though. That's a lot better than what you're normally fucking doing, riding down, listening to your goddamn fucking Wheel in the Sky every other day. Ralph, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, I just wanted to smash Earl for smashing Primus. I just can't fucking believe somebody who's supposed to have an open mind is going to smash Les Claypool.
Thank you.
You're a fucking cunt.
Ralph, you perfectly said. Les Claypool is known as one of the greatest bassists in the history of rock. For that alone, you have to dig Primus a little bit.
Great bass player. Here's the thing. Find a melody. One melody.
As a bass player? Keith, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys. How you doing today?
Yeah.
Before I tell you what I think best rock album is, I want to know, does Big A have an album?
Whatever Big A likes, I like.
Cool. I think Fleetwood Mac Rumors is 10 times the album that piece of shit Earl was talking about.
You know what, Earl, this is a guy that you should be arguing about. Rumors or Hotel California. This is how you should spend your fucking time over some cheese sticks over at Chili's, discussing what's the greatest album of all time.
Maybe I would definitely make the argument. You could make a compelling argument for it, but I'm like,
Thank you.
It's just a personal preference.
So then we should never discuss.
No,
it can't come up.
No, not at all. I mean,
you can't. No one can. The role of the critic doesn't exist in this world. It's all about album sales. Let's just do what the fucking machine tells us.
No, some of my favorite albums, I don't think sold 100 copies.
Carrie Underwood is your fucking favorite performer. No performer.
I could care less about Carrie Underwood.
It's not true, Earl. I saw you fucking bopping along to her the other day.
Let Jesus take the wheel. It's kind of hooked to it.
Despicable.
Fez is right. Christmas has been destroyed. We're canceling the Ron and Fez Christmas party.
I don't blame you. I hope you don't. But I don't blame you one iota if you do.
What?
I was going to say iota, and it started to say aorta, which I think is...
Yeah.
The aorta.
Yeah.
The RonFez.net Christmas party was going to be at Calico Jack's.
I wasn't talking about that one. I was talking about our own show party.
Oh.
No, the real fucking party is taking place.
That is going to be Saturday, December 16th, this Saturday, 9 p.m., Calico Jack's in Manhattan. That's at 42nd and 2nd.
RonFez.net's throwing that party. That's not ours. But we will be attending. I'm coming there, and I hope it doesn't bother you. I'm coming there with ADF.
Why would you go with ADF?
Show support.
For him?
No.
Instead of me?
For the board itself.
You don't have to go there with him.
Bobby Pantera asked me to show up with him.
Oh, I don't believe
it. It seems like everybody's lined up against Fez, and I just want to say, just because you hate Fez, don't hate the show.
I don't think any of them should hate Fez. And that Bobby Pantera,
yeah.
You know, Friday he calls me out and he's like sending you emails behind my back about that I stole a kid's shake and posting things.
You got caught because Dave even saw you steal a kid's chicken finger.
Well, the shake thing, that I stole a kid's shake, absolutely not true, according to Bobby Pantera's story. So, he tries to call me out on these things. What happens over this past weekend? I get an email from Bobby Pantera to Fez2000 at AOL.com saying, hey, hope you're not mad. That's just the way me and my friends are. We always bust balls. Don't be upset. Hope we're still friends.
Well, that's a nice thing, isn't it?
No, that's two different people. He calls in on the show to call me out, then acts all different when he's emailing me in private.
Yes, that's what he's saying. He's saying, I bust your balls, but that's out of love.
Say, I don't see the love. I see this being a two-face.
I love you.
He's not brother love.
I love you.
Fez doesn't like to be busted. I don't bust on him ever.
I didn't get busted. The story he told...
You did too. You were laughing with Bobby and saying this is the greatest story ever, bringing it up on the air.
I might have been chuckling, but out of nervousness and embarrassment for Bobby.
I still hear the laughter.
No.
That's all I hear.
Don't bust on him. He's not Busta Rhymes.
That is a good one.
Classic. So I just want everyone to know that as I'm getting my stones busted on this show last Friday.
Your what?
My stones.
What's that mean?
My nads, my balls.
Let's see them.
No, I will never show them.
He has been watching the BBC lately, because only British people call their balls the stones.
Is that right?
I had no idea that was a British term.
That's like a British, like, do you have the stones to help me on this mission?
I thought they said bollocks.
Bollocks or stones.
I never heard stones.
You've never heard that?
No.
Yeah.
No.
They definitely...
Not in a British context.
Do you have the stones to shoot that guy in the head?
So the Rolling Stones are the Rolling Balls. We never know it over here. You know, I feel bad about Pitsy's girlfriend standing next to a men's room sign all night long.
He's one of those guys that has to have the chick at the beck and call.
He's afraid he's going to lose her. It's not like, he wants her to do things for her. He's afraid she's going to meet somebody else.
Well, he also has some weird paranoia, because I also heard that he was saying to her, when he would go to the bathroom, don't say anything to anybody. Don't say anything. So he's afraid she's going to give up some secrets.
What is it, Pitsy? What are you afraid she was going to say?
Nothing at all. I don't know where Dave is getting this from.
He's one
Solera.
I was with Solera for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't understand how...
5 minutes, something could be said.
Yeah, but there was nothing said.
Trust me, she knows the details.
Okay, we'll see. I'll confront her on Saturday, and we'll figure this whole thing out.
Well, that's what I want to scream him at. You're a stupid thing.
I'm just telling you, Pitsy, you're suffocating that girl of yours. You're suffocating her.
What is that? Where's this advice coming from, Big F? When are we getting love advice from you, Love Lines?
I'm just, if he's making her wait outside the bathroom.
You wouldn't believe the distance Fez gives his ladies.
You got to.
Miles.
You're over-dominating. It can't turn out good.
All right, 866-RUN-0-FEZ, 866-RUN-0-FEZ. Here's somebody to back you up, Fezzy. Deanna, how are you?
Hey, I finally saw those things that Fez was talking about, the snuggles things.
Yeah.
And the snugglers. They're great big huge pillows. They're
Is that
awesome.
right, Fez?
Yeah, they're like a combination stuffed animal pillow.
I heard they're marking them down. They're having so much trouble, they're now marking them down.
And I have something else to say. I thought that Dave didn't give up any of his sources. And why is he minding the business of people that he works with? This is supposed to be board gossip, not Dave spy on everybody. You can't make enemies where you work, dipshit.
It's too late. Everybody here
hates
him.
It's going to be bad for you.
All right, let's go back to him. Who did he give up?
Solera, but she knows. I sometimes inform her, you may be giving up if questioning gets too tough. Also, Pitts is on fullblownaids.com.
So he is
a board member as well.
Yeah.
Plus, it was a Pal Talk event where Pitts got into trouble. So that's a board. So I was more than justified in bringing that up.
Okay. So, yeah, you got to back him up here. All right, here's your source that you outed, Solera. How you doing, Solera?
Hey, how are you guys?
Best dance in the business. What can we do for you, honey? What did you see Pitsy do here the other night?
He went to the bathroom 3 times.
Uh-huh.
Every single time, he had his girlfriend in his arm in arm, elbows locked, dragging her with him to the bathroom. And I said, does she have to go to the bathroom that much? And she goes, no, he takes me when he wants to go, too.
You make her go?
No, because she never wants to look like the bad person, so she's uncomfortable around people she doesn't know.
Right.
So she'll snug with me, and then she'll fucking throw me under the bus, that it's like my fault.
What did she do, stand outside his stall?
No, she was outside in the little hallway over there.
So she's so uncomfortable that if you're not there for a second, she'd rather stand in a cramped, urine-smelling hallway than interact with people, maybe meet and greet.
I don't think she was ready for the kind of people she was meeting at the F.H. Riley's party.
He was talking for her, and she was just looking at me and Frenchie, just with her eyes open, like giving us the save me look of a deer in headlights. Like, get me away from this maniac. I don't want to shake his penis off every time he pees.
So, and what are you saying, that the Pal Talk people are somehow animals?
No, not at all. I'm saying that she has never been to...
No, just me, Pitsy. I'm the animal.
No.
Is that it?
No. She's never been to a XM function like that, and she didn't know the crowd that was going to be there. So she was a little surprised by the people that were there.
What kind of people are they?
They're hardcore fans. She didn't understand what the people were like. That's all.
You tell us what they're like.
People's girlfriends and sacrifice them every time we go out. It was you could stand around. You've known me for, what, a year and a half now?
What is Solera going to do, hurt her?
No, it has nothing to do with them at all. It has nothing to do with anybody that was there. It's my girlfriend's shortcomings that she's not... It's not easy for her to meet new people.
Isn't good enough.
Yeah.
It's the insecurities he's instilled in her, Solera.
I don't know what to say now.
She'd rather be outside the stall hearing you shake your dick than sitting around meeting and greeting new people.
Yeah.
That you're saying you're not used to hardcore. What does this mean? You act like they're Nazis. Here's somebody to help out here. It's little Frenchie. Hey, Frenchie.
Hi, guys. Pitsy, that's such bullshit. She was so comfortable with me and Solera.
Because you're the only 2 girls there.
She was yapping it up. She said, I'm so glad I met you guys.
Deb isn't a girl now?
Yeah, she said, Deb was there, and she said, I'm so happy that now I can talk to someone at the Ron and Fez party, and I won't feel uncomfortable actually know somebody. He's introducing me to somebody.
You just made my point for me that she finally met 2 girls that she's comfortable with.
She wouldn't have met us if I hadn't have stopped you and kept you from taking her to the bathroom for the 4th time.
And she said, I don't even have to go this time. He has to go.
What do you got, the shits anyway, Pitsy? You're going 4 times?
I broke the seal a little early at dinner.
What the hell? What is wrong with you?
She was such a nice girl, and she was so comfortable in the crowd there.
She was all excited. She goes, "Oh, now I can hang out with people at the Christmas party." She was smiling and looked comfortable, as opposed to being dragged through F.H. Riley's and bumped into people as you rage your mad dash to the men's room for the 5th time in the evening.
Made her wear the jacket the whole time.
And you demand that she holds your dick while you fucking hit a hot stream on the goddamn urinal.
Oh, Pitsy, you're awful with her.
The truth will come out on Saturday. Let's put
Frenchie,
it like that.
did you attack her?
I didn't attack her. I'm waiting till next Saturday. She's comfortable with me.
I'll protect her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very... No, you won't, Solera.
I'll sacrifice my labia one more time if it means that Pitsy's girlfriend won't be assaulted by you.
All right, I'll take that. I'll take that barter.
All right. Pitsy, it's good to hear that you're an Italian animal.
Thank you.
He comes back from the bathroom. He sees his girlfriend. Did you fuck my brother? Did you fuck my brother? You're an animal. All right, thanks, ladies.
All right, see you guys Saturday.
That must have been some party the other night, huh? Well, did you go, Dave?
No, I couldn't go.
Yeah.
I was in New
Too
Jersey.
bald?
No, I had to do things. I wanted to go, though.
I heard Big A was singing karaoke.
Yeah, he sang by the dashboard light with the very sultry bartender, apparently.
You know everything, don't you? Even though you don't go. Cindy Adams.
Yeah, well, I like to stay informed. You know, he also did Wayward Son by Kansas.
Oh, Earl would have fucking loved that. Earl would have been out front with a lighter going.
No, I wouldn't. I hate that song.
No,
Dust in the Wind.
You fucking love it.
Bullshit.
No, Cheesy, you fucking love it. You're fucking crazy about it.
No, I am not.
I go over to fucking Earl's house. I hear this coming out of the speakers. I've had the time of my life. And then he'll yell out, I'm baby, and no one makes me sit in the corner.
That was our prom song, and it made me puke then, and it makes me puke now.
Dirty Dancing was your theme?
Where did you go to school, 1963?
That was 1988. That was the theme of the prom and the prom song, "Time of Our Life," which I absolutely hated.
Scott, you're on the Ron and Fez show. This is Scott, the prize winner.
Yeah, I guess I'm out of the closet now.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to call to apologize to Fez. I played the song. It kind of sounds like at the last part he goes, I don't want to hear about and this whole little thing. But I looked at the lyric sheet, and there was no about. So I am wrong. Fez was right. After all the abuse, he's been taking the last couple of weeks, I just felt it was right to...
That's beautiful, Fez. You got to feel good about that.
I do feel good about him calling back, giving an apology, but here's what we're going to do, Scott. You're going to send me something from your prize closet. You're going to ring a little bell right now, something you got you can clang, and you're going to be sending me to your prize closet.
All right, do I have to throw it in my head?
All you got to do is piss in a cup, and he'd be happy with it. He'd be splashing in it.
What kind of music are you into there, Fezzy?
Anything but that new Taylor Hicks CD. Do not buy that.
You hear the uncomfortability there?
I had to stop and think.
Had an adult lifetime in radio and still hasn't listened to music. All right, Scotty, thanks, buddy. Eagles. He'll send you the Eagles. All right.
Thank you, Scott.
All right, peace out.
Bye.
Well, now I like the gossip you brought up because we found out about the real pits.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That was the intention of the gossip board.
Yeah. Now it's turning things around.
Yeah.
That's right up. It's still not as good as Baby Girl getting screamed at to get off the Pal Talk in front of everyone. Were you watching then?
No. I had one of my spies watching for me.
How many spies you got on Pal Talk?
I would say there's about 8 spies on the payroll.
All together or just on Pal Talk?
No, all together.
Okay.
From FBA, probably got 5. 1 or 2 from Whackbag and 2 from ronfez.net.
Wow. FBA's getting the cool chicks.
Well, what I found out is many people who are on Pal Talk are also on FBA.
Yeah.
So they go hand in hand together.
They're all the cool chicks then, right?
Yes, exactly.
Interesting. That used to be ronfez.net until they got, we don't like girls. All right, Fred from Brooklyn wants to talk to you, Pitsy. Fred, go ahead, buddy.
Yo.
Yeah.
I was at this thing on Saturday.
Yeah.
What's this Pitts trying to say? I was happy typing girl. I was watching big Whackbag entry on Pal Talk. What's this Pitts kid trying to say? I'm going to be at the party over the weekend. Was there something wrong with us people who were at that party?
What are you trying to say, Pitsy?
No, I'm trying to say that my girlfriend has never been to an event where she doesn't know anybody, so she was going in cold. So she
you said something about those people.
Yeah, you did. Like you were talking about blacks.
People.
Or worse.
Let me tell you something.
How? What's
we weren't expecting you type of people there. We were having a great time till you came walking in. fucking dragged her from place to place like a fucking rag doll.
Yeah, I was clogging up the bathroom the whole night.
Seriously. You're dragging.
I see you on Saturday.
You're dragging her around like fucking Coco and his doll, thinking that's his baby. You make me scared, Pitsy.
He's a caveman.
What's he bringing, handcuffs this Saturday?
It seems like it. Why don't you leave her in the trunk where you can be totally fucking sure no one's going to steal her?
It's better off.
You know what? For a young man like yourself with your away jersey, you got no confidence. You think you're going to lose that girl all the time.
No, not at all. See, people don't understand the other side of the story where she's not really into meeting new people, so she sticks by me all the time.
Oh, boy, that is the story you have sold this young woman time and time again.
You're not believing it? You think it's a fucking girl in the bed type of deal? The burning bed?
Exactly, yeah. He's going to end up handcuffed and with his sheets on fire.
Because you pushed her so far. You've broken her spirit. You make it feel like it's her fault.
Not at all. Not at all.
She feels like if she's not over a fucking plate of sauce trying to take care of you, that somehow she's wrong.
She feels dirty for having to use the restroom while she's out.
That's hot.
Dirty.
I don't know why, but anytime that comes up, it's hot. Let's talk to somebody who understands women. Somebody who's cool. Let's talk to Big A.
Big A, Big A, Big A, Big A, Big A, Big A.
Big A.
Ron and Fez. How you doing?
Hey.
Oh, hi, Big A.
Hi, Fez.
Good one. Way to get right back in his face, Big A. Big A, I heard you were singing the other night.
Yeah, actually I was singing Summer Nights.
Nice.
With the beautiful bartender, Carrie.
Now, Big A, you heard the thing about Pitsy. I know nobody knows women more than you, Big A. How would you make a woman follow you around like that? Would you be jealous of her?
Absolutely not. I would not, personally.
Big A. So cool. Are you confident with women, Big A?
Yes, very confident.
Big A! Why does that rate a Big A?
Big A.
It's just so cool.
Oh, cool. It just should be normal.
Big A, I had a question for you. Would you mind answering advice for Big A?
Of course.
It says, Dear Big A, I am a hacky radio host in need of advice. All my bits sound the same. I'm a liar. My partner has to carry me on his back. I've given up my character completely. How can I turn things around and be as cool as you? Signed, Todd. P.S. Thank you.
All right.
What do you think, Big A?
Well, first of all, you can drop the Fez tutorial.
Face! So you're thinking this is about me, huh, Big A?
Yes.
Burn! Big A, I understand all the ladies were hanging around you the other night, huh?
Yes, I had a great time at the MafiaLife.com party, and Chris threw an excellent party.
Big A.
Ladies man, Big A.
That's for Chris. That's not for Big A.
Smooth, Big A.
Yeah, always willing to give out the credit, unlike some people.
Generous, Big A.
Big A.
Yep.
All right, Big A, we got to go, buddy.
Take care of Fine and Dave and Earl, and take care of Fez.
You laugh, Big A.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't mean anything. It's not getting me.
He's the coolest, Daddy-O.
He's the worst.
All right, Big A, you have a cool Christmas.
I'll definitely be at the party on Saturday.
See you there.
Big A.
Finally, a cool party. Big A. Peace, buddy.
This Saturday, the RonFez.net gang throwing their Christmas party. Calico Jack's 42nd and 2nd in Manhattan, starting at 9 o'clock.
The only thing is, everybody's invited to this party, but I will say this. Be careful. You're being watched.
Absolutely.
Right back, Ron and Fez.
Ronnie. Fezzy. The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.
I got the shits, can't hold it in on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. My ass explodes without warning on Christmas Day in the morning. Diarrhea under the Christmas tree on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. I think I shit on a gift for me on Christmas Day in the morning.
Just sad. That's Air 6, very filthy Christmas. You can get that at paulbond.tv is where you can order that Air 6 CD featuring Billy Staples.
I swear to God, we're coming back and I said that, Fez, give him a nice plug. And he cannot do it. He cannot fucking do it. All right, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Billy Staples does have this out, so if you would pick up the album, it'll probably make his Christmas a little better.
Nicole Richie arrested for DUI last night, going the wrong way on a freeway in L.A. How do you know it's the wrong way? You don't know where she's going. It was against the traffic. And that was the 911 calls that were coming in. There's a car going the wrong way on this freeway. Please do something about it.
Freeway of love.
So by the time the cops caught up to her, she had the car facing the right way. She had done a U-turn through traffic to start facing the right way, but had stopped in the carpool lane, the busy left-hand lane, and was just sitting there parked talking on her cell phone as traffic's whizzing by her.
Dad, what's the name of our lawyer again?
She did admit to smoking pot and having some Vicodin earlier that night.
Nice. Might as well make it a nice long night. What time of the night was this?
It was, I think, about midnight. Probably midnight, 12:30, something like that.
God bless her. Skinny little thing.
I think if she had just say that she had a jelly bean, the slightest bit of blood sugar in her system is going to have her driving wacky.
She was dancing on the ceiling the way her daddy taught her back in the day. Now, her dad, that's not her real dad, right? Adopted?
Right. Lionel Richie adopted her.
Is this wrong to ask? Is she black or white?
I don't think it's wrong to ask.
So what is she?
I think she's black.
Earl?
Black.
I think she'd pass.
Kind of that caramel color black.
Yeah.
Not the, purple black. Dark, so dark that you're almost purple.
Here's Bobo wants to help us out. Bobo. Same.
Hey, buddies.
You know what I'm saying? Same fucking joke. Doesn't even have anything to do with one to the other. What can we do for you?
Hey, do you think Nicole suffered too much from living life in the fast lane?
That's not her dad.
No, but it's a tie into the last segment.
Oh, to the Eagles. Yeah.
Hey, I had a suggestion.
Yeah.
I love Pitsy with all my heart, but maybe you ought to consider changing his name now to either Shitsy or Pissy.
I like Pissy. If we're going to go with anything, I like Pissy.
He may have a prostate problem. He's got a going problem.
Thanks, Bo.
Oh, okay. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Christmas trees going back up in the Seattle airport. Now, what happened there was a rabbi had threatened to sue the Seattle...
rabbit? Why would a rabbit care about Christmas trees?
It was a rabbi.
Oh, I was going to say.
So he had threatened to sue the Seattle...
Want to see me pull a rabbi out of my hat? That trick never works.
So he threatened to sue the Seattle-Tacoma airport because they had Christmas trees up. He wanted a menorah added to the decorations.
Yeah.
So the Seattle airport said, no, we're going to take this the other way. Instead of adding a menorah, we're taking down the Christmas trees. No decorations now. So the rabbi, he was getting some hate email and said, all right, I won't sue. Just put your damn trees back up.
Why couldn't they put up a menorah?
I guess
everywhere you go in town here, we got both. Doesn't hurt anybody.
That's true. I like the decision, though. Fine. Well, just no decorations, then.
I don't like it at all. I think it's fucking troublemaking. He's saying, look, you're saying this is for the public. Some people are Jews. Throw up a menorah. I think by going the other way, you're trying to single people out. You're trying to make them upset. If there's something in a holiday time, I have no problem celebrating all the holidays. I know the Christians are the fucking majority. Fine. Have something for everybody.
I just like the fact that somebody who started complaining wasn't getting their own way immediately.
The Jew. Boy, what a shocker. Let's see when the church complains if it'll fucking happen. Here's Kendall. Kendall, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron, I hate to beat up on Fezzy some more today, but he's got a few of the facts wrong on that Nicole Richie thing. First of all, it was like at 4 o'clock in the morning, but that's not important. One of the funny things on the rap sheet, a couple of years ago she got arrested, and she was identifying herself with the white race, and now she's changed her mind, and on her license she identifies herself as black.
Like her adopted dad. Yeah, I never would have fallen for the black thing. Gail, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, Nicole Richie is adopted. She is Lionel Richie's adopted daughter. She is not black.
She's not black. So if you adopt, that person can't join your ethnic group.
No. Not by
and she's definitely white, Gail?
Yes.
All right. There you have it, Fez. This is controversial.
See, I thought she was black because wasn't there an original Paris Nicole blow-up when Paris was dropping the N-bomb and Nicole got upset about it?
You know what? You don't have to be black to get upset about somebody saying that word, particularly if you were raised by black people. Wow, talk about racist. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies, what's up?
Yeah.
I got something about Nicole Richie. She's not black, and she's not white. She's a wetback.
She's Latin?
Yeah, I believe she's from Honduras.
Yeah.
Her father was Peter Escovedo. Her real name is Nicole Camille Escovedo Ritchie.
Now, how do you know who her dad is?
Apparently, Pete Escovedo is the brother of Sheila E. That's what the E stands
I never heard any of this. Did you, Earl?
I've never heard of this. I'm not familiar with any Pete Escovedo, but I've never heard the fact that she was Mexican. Not at all.
Do you know who he is, Sheila E's brother?
Yes, Pete Escovedo. I think he's a member of Santana, if I'm not mistaken.
So he had this kid he wasn't going to raise, and Lionel took her?
Well, apparently he was a drummer for Lionel Richie.
Okay.
And apparently the mother was a backstage assistant for Lionel, and when she was 3, formally adopted.
All right, thank you very much. Good story. There you have it. Everybody's wrong.
See, I didn't even know she was adopted at age 3. And not like a newborn adoption.
Here is Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
What can we do for you?
The rabbi wanted a menorah the same size as the Christmas trees. That was the problem.
I don't think it's too much to ask. I said the same thing down to 30 Rock. I want to see a giant menorah the same size as that giant Christmas tree. We actually do have a giant menorah in New York, the world's biggest, right down here on 58th Street.
Oh, okay. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's really gigantic, and they light it every night. I don't know when it starts. Do you? When's Hanukkah start?
No, because we have a giant menorah downstairs, too, in the lobby of this building.
It's not giant. That's just a normal-sized menorah.
It looks big to me. But Caprice, our doorman, was asking if I knew when to start lighting that thing, so he knew when to light it up.
You only light it at night, right?
Right, yeah.
Try to find out for us, would you, Pitsy?
Starts Friday night at sundown.
Friday night at sundown.
Yes, Hanukkah starts.
And again, what's the problem with throwing one up? I got no problem with that at all. Have something.
I like the fact that, all right, people are going to complain. Fine, we just won't have any decorations. You want decorations? Have them up at your own house.
No, it's just the opposite. It's like, we're not going to have up our decorations thanks to the Jews. That's what fucking the Seattle airport is saying. And once again, it's just trying to get people against each other. Contra, you're on Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Yeah.
Hey, I was just wondering, I think the whole argument to not putting up the menorah is the fact that they didn't want to put up anything for all the other religions. They were afraid everyone was going to come forward, you know.
What would it hurt? Throw a Kwanzaa thing up there.
Well, that's what I'm saying is what is there for the other religions? Is there like a Kwanzaa bear? Or something for the
what do Kwanzaa have, Earl?
I don't celebrate it, but I know it's almost similar to Hanukkah, I believe, where you give gifts every day.
But do you have a symbol?
As far as I know, no.
Don't they use the same color as the Jamaicans?
Yeah, it's like yellow and...
Why don't we act like Bob Marley? Get a Bob Marley lookalike is coming around to give everybody something. I think it's nice. Here, look who it is. Jay Moore. How are you, Jay?
Jay Moore, I just don't take a shit. This is Chris Cannon. I got to tell you. I got a side on the side of the airport on this one. You get one rabbi Jew coming off a plane comparing some freaking menorah to a Christmas tree. The next thing you know, every Jew in Seattle is going to come out of the woodwork, Daddy.
Daddy.
You hear that, Daddy? This guy has so much nigger jizz punched up his ass, he's starting to talk like one.
I got to tell you, I disagree. Throw something up for everybody. If
I got a question.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Oh, hey, Jay.
You know what I want their opinion on in this is Big A!
Oh, Big A!
No, you don't.
Hey, Fez?
Yes.
You know what's going to really make you crazy? When all of us in the studio, who's there? Ronnie, Earl, and Red-Headed Dave?
Yeah.
Real quiet one. Big A.
Big A.
Big A.
No, everybody at once. Come on. Big A. Big A. Oh, that's great.
I don't like that kind of talk.
You know what, Fez? No one likes you.
I'm beginning to catch on.
Why did we lose them? I got to tell you this, Fezzy. I went out on a recommendation from Jay Moore, rented a film called The Groomsman.
Yeah?
Ed Burns writes, directs, starring Mr. Jay Moore. He was hysterical. Not only that, in the extras, you get to see his outtakes and seeing all the times that he's improvising and changing shit up.
Oh, nice.
Hysterical. Nice job. Very nice job.
Looking at this, it looks like Kwanzaa has its own form of a menorah. Looking at this online.
Oh, that's interesting.
Officialkwanzaawebsite.org.
So they rip off the menorah angle. That's got to make the Jews crazy.
Yeah, this one has 7 candles. I think the menorah has 8.
They do one for every day. Now it is time to light the Tuesday candle.
Oh, God.
And it is in those Jamaican colors, like you mentioned.
Here's Rocco. You're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
Listen, I just wanted to say something real quick. I hate the fact people compare Christmas trees to menorahs. It's like a Christmas tree is not religious. It's a consumer idea, more or less. Menorah is something that actually pertains to their religion. If we wanted to go hang around crosses throughout buildings to celebrate Christmas, that's a different thing. But to compare a menorah to a Christmas tree, to me...
Now, why would you hang up a cross? Did baby Jesus get stapled to a cross?
No, I wouldn't hang up a cross. What I'm trying to say is everyone says, well, it's a Christmas tree.
If you want to know the truth, Rocco, it's a fucking religion, but one that the Christians took over. It belongs to the pagan religion. So it's already a religious symbol that has been mutated. That is already. So while you were busy killing those people, you were also taking a lot of their symbolism. Oh, it drives me fucking crazy. One thing I hate in this country is people. They drive me nuts.
What are your views on upside-down Christmas trees? Because they're in fashion right now.
I noticed that. I don't get it. I don't understand what anybody likes out of it, but I do see more upside-down Christmas trees every year.
Yeah, I've seen that. I don't like it one bit.
It seems like you're seeing the Christmas tree's genitals.
It seems satanic to me in a way, but I was looking through a catalog of Hammacher Schlemmer, and they're actually...
What were you looking through the catalog?
The catalog, Hammacher Schlemmer, and they actually sell them... Like, you can buy them even in a catalog, and it just seems really, I don't know, satanic, like I said.
Why is it satanic? The devil
puts
puts his tree upside down?
No, but yeah, if something's upside down, it's a Christian symbol. Usually that means the devil's work.
Or the devil's business. So what's your problem? You think it's going to be a 9-inch nails Christmas?
It just seems like it's a bad omen up there. Like, I mean, first of all, how are you supposed to put your presents under the tree anyway? You have to staple them to the ceiling. It's all fucked up.
Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
The airport had a problem with the menorah because then they said they'd have to start catering to all groups. And Fez's people would have wanted to start putting up life-size pictures of Luther Vandross.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't see who that hurts. And doesn't your airport cater to all groups? Do they ever say, I'm sorry, we can't book you, you're a Jew?
That's right.
I mean, your whole fucking point of being an airport is to cater to everybody. What's the fucking problem? It's either you really are in the world going to get nothing or everything. Why not put up everything? It's a fucking made-up holiday anyway. Let everybody make it up.
I swear some of these places put things up knowing that trouble's going to come. That's why nobody should put anything up. Just ruin it for everybody. Nobody should put anything up.
Blame the Jews? That's what we're saying?
No, I blame the Seattle airport as much as I do the rabbi for me. They put up things hoping there's going to be complaints.
But how much time are you going to spend in an airport? It's not like they're ramming it down your throat. You're there, you're checking your bags, you get on a plane, you leave.
And speaking of which, how hard is it to put up a fucking menorah? Right there, the janitor goes over, he puts it up, you put a chain on it so somebody doesn't steal it, and everybody's happy. And then if Earl needs a fake menorah for Kwanzaa, put that up. Doesn't matter. Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, what really irritates me is they don't have a Festivus poll where we can air our grievances.
Put up a Festivus for the rest of us. Again, it's all the same. Doesn't matter.
When does Festivus start this year? Is that also on Friday?
I think it's a one-day holiday, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Same day, oddly enough. Same day as Christmas. Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I got two Kwanzaa questions. First of all, is it true that for Kwanzaa they actually steal a different gift every day?
All right, that's hurtful. Go ahead. What's your second?
And then the second question is it true that the Kwanzaa candle is there specifically to light your joint or your crack pipe?
All right, Earl, how do you handle that one? Is it 7 days of stealing, or was that back in '92?
That was 1 year for the L.A. riot, in honor of the L.A. riots. But
How
that's
many
not.
days was that?
Yeah, that was, I believe, 8 days. But no, Kwanzaa has nothing to do with stealing or drug taking.
What does it have to do with?
I think it's like a celebration of family traditions. I mean, it's very similar to Christmas. It was.
What do you mean a celebration of family? Everyone gets together and tries to guess who's their real dad?
No, not that at all. I mean, just because the...
All right, I don't know how it works. Can I ask questions?
Just because the family tree's got a few loose branches, it doesn't mean it's our fault.
Jennifer, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
The upside-down tree is being marketed for basically greed purposes so that you can fit more presents under your tree than the regular side-up tree.
Now, is it a real tree or a fake tree? You hang it from the ceiling? Is that the deal?
No, there's a post on the bottom side, but that's what they're saying.
So there's a stand that it just sits in upside down. A fake
So that
tree.
way you can fit more presents up the tree than...
So you don't ever do this with a real tree? Because I've seen real trees hanging from a wire.
Oh, yeah. But I think it's stupid.
All right, peace out.
Bye.
866-RUN-0-FEZ, 866-RUN-0-FEZ.
The other big thing is those gigantic inflatable snow globes. People are getting bigger and bigger inflatable things on their lawns every single year. Now it's snow globes with like the Rudolph characters or carolers inside it. And they're just enormous.
Yeah, I saw one with, I guess it's on the Watley Posse, which was you, and your blue face in a giant globe. I thought it was faked, but I guess it's all part of it. Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, am I the only one that didn't realize that there were Jews in Seattle?
Yeah, I guess it's the newest thing. It's the newest craze, Jews in Seattle. Of course, you know, some people probably have a layover anyway. Craig, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on? I know what Kwanzaa's all about, actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's it's a festival of fruits and vegetables, and it brings your family together, and there's different things like honor and things like that. They're supposed to... It's basically just some BS holiday. So
it sounds like a nice festival. Any proteins at all in there, though? I don't want to just fruits and vegetables.
No, it's just fruits and vegetables, and it's 6 days, and the seventh candle is just like the night.
You know what I like to do on the seventh day? Steak. Seventh day, everybody gets some meat.
It should build up to the entree.
Earl, do you want to put a Kwanzaa candle in here this year? I got no problem with it. I wouldn't mind you bringing some fruits and vegetables.
I wouldn't mind either, actually. I mean, it would be kind of cool to have a Kwanzaa candle in here.
Would you have a problem if we just did smoothies for the entire Kwanzaa season and we put the fruits and vegetables together? Fezzy doesn't like vegetables, but if I can hide it through some apple and banana, he'll actually drink it down.
I'm totally down with the smoothies.
All right. It's a festival of smoothies. 6 days, 6 different smoothies.
I'm in.
Yeah. Fine. You know what? I love the fact that we have Christmas and Kwanzaa and Hanukkah. I wouldn't even mind, moving out a little bit, giving everybody their own time. My problem is it all comes in at the end of the year.
Hindus, we should celebrate what they have? Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't say that at all. I didn't say even anything close to it.
Oh, I see. Spread them around a little bit. Don't just shove them all in December.
Right. That's what I said minutes ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
I don't know why. Robert, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. Since you were speaking of fruits, did I hear you correctly, or did I hear Dave correctly when he said a while ago he was looking at a magazine called Hamlicker and Schlemmer? Is that code word for something? I know he likes his peanut butter and jelly.
It's Hamlicker and Butt Slammer is what he was reading.
That's a good catalog.
Robert, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I was just wondering if Earl had any fruits and vegetables. I was fucking starving.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind either, Earl.
We're fresh out of fruit and vegetables at the moment.
Get a big food processor. Make smoothies.
I'm going to love this holiday. I love smoothies.
Yeah, you should. It's the only food you can keep down right now. I'm going to try to give you chicken smoothie later, so I know you're getting a little bit of protein in you.
Maybe smoothies will help his voice, because his voice has been cracking a lot lately.
Is that right?
I haven't really noticed it, but, I've been having to clear my throat a lot.
I remember earlier when you went, I love the Eagles.
Earl just turned 14 last week, and it's time to change.
I'm sorry, Ron.
Corey, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddy? It's Big Ass Car number 34-2.
Hey, buddy, what's happening?
And, might I add, Dick Holder 117.
Enough of this. What can we do for you?
As far back as I can remember down here in New Orleans, the whole upside-down Christmas tree thing was always, with the gays.
Oh, is that right, Fez?
Well, I don't know that.
I thought that this time of year you got together with your friend and then you exchanged bodily fluids.
Although the upside-down tree does look like an upside-down triangle.
What's that mean?
Isn't that a symbol? A purple upside-down triangle?
I didn't know that was for. I thought that was for women. I thought that was for lesbians.
Yeah, and it's pink.
Yeah.
Pink triangle.
That was supposed to be the vagina, right?
Yeah.
The exact opposite of what you seem to be digging. I don't know. Jimmy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, why can't they just put up a big sign that says Happy Holidays in Seattle?
Well, then Bill O'Reilly starts crying, and he gets white people upset. And he sells his war on Christmas. You would think Happy Holidays would be plenty. That way you yourself know, I'll be celebrating my holiday. But that makes people mad as well.
Yeah, I could accept that. Happy Holidays. I know what you mean in my mind. I can translate what Happy Holidays means to me.
But if someone says to me, now have a Happy Kwanzaa, I'm also not going to become infuriated. It doesn't bother me that there are holidays, religious holidays, that I don't necessarily do. That's not a problem. It's just like if I walk down the street and I see it's the Puerto Rican Day parade, I don't start yelling, I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm not part of this parade. I just run up to the parade and start checking out Puerto Rican ass. That's the fun of it.
I always thought Happy Holidays is better anyway, because you can say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's Eve. So rather than having to say all those words, you just say Happy Holidays. In other words, it allows you not to have to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's Eve, all that stuff. Just Happy
Blowhard gets infuriated with Happy Holidays too. Why would there's only one holiday, Christmas, the birth of our Lord. So you would think, I'm going to dodge this and yell out Happy Holidays, everybody. There's a certain amount of people that makes mad. You cannot dodge this.
But my point is, it's not just Christmas, it's also New Year's. So you are celebrating two holidays. So rather than
one is only really a holiday, right?
No, New Year's Day, everyone has off. It's a holiday.
It's not a religious holiday, though.
No, but it's a holiday.
It's a calendar holiday.
Right, but it's an American holiday.
Only really in Philly. With the mummers.
Well, I mean, if people stay home, it's a holiday, and so I think Happy Holidays encapsulates both of them.
Yeah. So what's your point?
My point is, Happy Holidays is a more efficient way to say season's greetings to someone.
Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies. Hey, Kwanzaa was made up by a professor in Berkeley in the mid-'60s, the kind of Black Panther thing. And as far as the fruits and vegetables, you guys got that covered with Fezzy and Dave's cock. See ya!
Now, here's the thing. You don't want to sit around and start saying what's made up, because then you get your feelings hurt when we go there where no baby dinosaurs on the ark, and there's no way that Jesus was born in that year, the year that you celebrate, nor on that date, nor was there any kind of thing in the sky, nor were the fucking wise men coming from the Orient, because that doesn't show up in the Bible anywhere.
Right, yeah, just the three kings were passing through or whatever.
Right, but the whole We Three Kings of Orient Far is just the song. So basically that's a fairly new thing. And these go on and on. But if you don't want to do that because it's just mythology, it's just a way for people to celebrate their religion. It doesn't have to be true for people to celebrate their religion. Christians understand that completely until it becomes someone else's religion, and then they think it's crazy.
Then everyone else's looks fake. That's fake. The Maccabees keeping their oil going.
Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey,
Hey, bud.
Yeah.
I was in Charlotte over the weekend, and the Fox News was calling it Christmas season, combining Christmas and Hanukkah together.
I've heard some people do that kind of joke as well. And, it doesn't bother me, but I'm sure, the Pope can't be too happy about it.
I don't know if this is where it came from, but I know they were doing it on that show, The OC.
Yeah.
That's where I've heard it the most. That's where I thought it came from.
Well, I'll have to believe you. I don't watch the OC. I still say Ocean County or Orange County. Is it Orange County or Ocean County?
Orange County.
Yeah. I thought Orange County was in Miami. That's the real Orange County.
What about the Orange County where they do American Chopper? That's also Orange County. OCC, baby.
And where's that, New York?
Yeah. Orange County Choppers, OCC.
Larry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, buddies.
Yeah.
I thought Jesus was the reason for the season.
Well, just because something rhymes doesn't necessarily make it true. And I told that time and time again to Muhammad Ali. By the way, I watched Ali rap again last night. I cannot turn it off. It's the best fucking thing in the history of television.
Yeah, I watched it too.
Yeah.
And I watched Ali's Dozen after that.
Yeah, I watched that too. It's not as good.
No.
But still good.
I love the... I murdered a rock. I killed a stone. I hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick.
Yeah, he's a fucking great poet.
That's the best poem I've ever heard.
It is really a hysterical poem.
Better than any Shel Silverstein or Edgar
It's very much like it, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's very much like Shel Silverstein. Really, really fucking funny. But, I think it's going to be on ABC during the day this Saturday. It's like an afternoon thing.
Cool.
Check it out if you can. Ali rap.
And it's coming out on DVD, too. It's coming out on DVD on Tuesday.
Be a nice little present for me, Earl.
Already working on it, Ronnie.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
I don't believe anything you say anymore.
Yes, I am absolutely working on it.
I don't believe a damn thing you say anymore.
When you say you're working on it, it sounds like you're actually putting the footage together and actually building a DVD yourself.
That would be great if you were doing that. Your own personal thing that I know that you were burning for me, I would love. That you actually did the voiceover for. Hi, my name's Earl Douglas, and I'd like to talk to Ron Bennington a little bit about Cassius Clay, a man who later became Muhammad Ali.
Copyright 2006, Black Earl Productions.
That ain't my name, Clay. What is Clay? Dirt. I'm not dirt. That's a slave's name. What's my name? What is my name? Remember when he made that during that fight, made him say it?
Ernie Tyrell,
yeah.
Tyrell just kept calling him Clay all the way up to the fight, and he just got madder and madder, and then he just held him up and cut him up to ribbons for 15 rounds.
He was so quick. But I honestly think as good a fighter as he was funnier than he was that. And then he was oddly smart. He would oddly throw shit back. I mean, this is the 60s. And he's going, he was saying stuff like, I don't hate white people, but I don't have to hate a tiger to know he's going to bite me. And I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of fucking sense.
Perfect logic.
Yeah, because he didn't have great, I guess, book learning. You know what I mean? But it was just he would.
But there's a lot of sense there.
Yeah, it was a very profound thing. Like the comment, "I ain't got no quarrel with no Viet Cong."
Yeah,
it encapsulated. It fired up a generation.
Yeah. Well, of draft dodgers. But, all those people ended up being right. And then somehow he beat it. Where even during the war, they finally let him start boxing again.
And what's more famous than float like a butterfly, sting like a bee? What's more famous of a passage?
When you really break it down, as simple as it is, it's fucking brilliant.
It really is.
And it does describe him perfectly.
Absolutely.
I love that we always used to give his fighters nicknames. I think Liston was the gorilla.
No,
Frazier.
Frazier was the gorilla.
Yeah.
I think Ernie Shavers was the acorn.
When I beat the gorilla in Manila, it will be a thriller. People were just fucking rolling.
Called Foreman the Mummy because he said he swings like a mummy.
It's like Fred Sanford there.
Here's let me go to Joe. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez. Go ahead, Joe.
All right, I got a little story when I was in Dunkin' Donuts this morning. I was getting myself a cup of coffee, and a lot of Indians working there, as we all know.
Right.
Fully decorated Christmas tree in the shop, and they gave me a Merry Christmas on my way out.
So what's your point?
Well, they all had Santa hats on when they were doing it, so we all know Indians are typically not Catholic or observe Christmas.
Right, but, what they're saying is, hey, we realize our customers believe this, so what's the problem? What is wrong with just having a little bit of fucking a little bit of couth about the world and saying I understand that there's other things out there besides my beliefs? What does that hurt?
People can't stand that. People go looking in a store for something that's not there.
I disagree.
What's there.
I disagree, Fez. I think there is a small minority of people who go that way, but I think 98% of the people are not offended if they see a Christmas tree or a menorah or anybody else's religious symbolism. I think there's probably 2%, and they're a part of every fucking religion out there, that end up kicking and screaming and getting in the newspapers. But I guarantee you, most people are like, oh, well, that's their religion. And they'll be able to easily tell their kids that without making them upset. These people act like sometimes if your children see another religious symbol other than your own, they're going to turn their back on everything that you've taught them. You've lied to them since they were little. They're going to grow up believing the lies. We can't shake the lies even when we grow up. Even when we know the difference between truth and fucking fiction, those lies still hop into our fucking heads. Relax. You've got us. You're poisonous. It works. Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez. XM 202.
You're not getting squat for Christmas. There's no gifts that Santa leaves. No Jesus birthday presents just because you don't believe. You have your potato lockers with your cheap toys that you hate. Those Christian kids look so happy. Oh yeah, Mom, this dreidel's great. You got guilt and not a new bike. You got nothing that you like. You know that it's true. There's no fun on Christmas for Jews. Oh, baby.
It's the Ron and Fez Show. That's Air 6's Very Filthy Christmas. You can order that. I think it's 18 tracks of Christmas parodies at paulbond.tv, featuring our own Billy Staples, who's part of Airsick, along with Paul Bond. Pauly Shore, he got punched in the face while doing stand-up in Odessa, Texas, after he got into it with a heckler. We actually have some audio of how the fight started to occur.
It's not fucking cool. I'm in the middle of my shit.
Hey, fuck you. He paid to be here just like the rest of us.
Well, first of all, shut the fuck up, fucking hoss. What? Fucking come up here. No, bro. What the fuck? Dude, stop. I'm sorry, bro. I know, but he was fucking talking during my show.
Everybody else has been talking to.
Well, you know what? That's fucking how it is. Sometimes people gotta shut the fuck up. I'm not saying anything.
So you hear the thud at the end there. I guess that's Pauly getting hit.
Is this on YouTube or anything? Is there any way we can watch it?
I don't know if the video's out.
Dave?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Well, put it up. Let me fucking watch this. I don't want to just listen to a thud. Why weren't we watching it all the way through? What kind of fucking place is this where it seemed like everybody who bought a ticket wanted to see Pauly get punched?
You can hear the women even shouting, "Hit him," in the background there. It sounds like that club that the Blues Brothers played with the chicken wire.
Was it Bob's Country Bunker?
Yeah, you're playing Odessa. It's not like you're fucking, anywhere you should be. We got to check this out, because at first it's like he was going, hey, sorry, because he saw when the guy walked up there, he didn't have any defense. It didn't seem like there was any security working.
Yeah, he's trying to do everything just to diffuse the situation. I guess he saw the size of the guy. He was like, oh, holy shit. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
If the guy was over 5'2", he was going to outmatch fucking Pauly.
It seems like now, ever since...
And by the way, I got to point this out to you guys over and over again. Audio doesn't seem to work that well for this show. It just doesn't seem to be the process that we're looking for. All right, what else we got, Fezzy?
Also, TiVo alert, there's a new documentary on Hunter S. Thompson. That is tonight on Stars, 10 o'clock. It's got his wife, Anita, Johnny Depp, Bill Murray, all doing remembrances, and it's narrated by Nick Nolte.
It's fine information. Thank you, Fez. I'm already TiVo'd.
John Gruden, the coach of the Buccaneers, he says he is not worried about losing his job coaching the Buccaneers next season.
Why would he? He's done such a great job with that ball team. All right, John says he was there in Odessa when Pauly Shore got punched. How you doing, John?
Good, man. How you doing, Ronnie?
Hey, pal.
What's up? Hey, Ronnie, I was at that show, man. It was a freaking joke.
No.
Pauly Shore is a great comedian.
No. How big of a joint was this that he's playing?
This joint is it probably seats about 150, 200 people.
All right, so it's a little club.
It's like people trying to pack you the fucking Volkswagen Beetle.
Okay, so everybody's in this little club together. Everybody's talking. Paulie's trying to get everybody cool again. The guy hops up, punches him in the face.
Yeah, dude, it's a freaking joke. This guy pops up. We're all enjoying the damn show. And Pauly, what it was, the guy was just talking out loud.
Right.
Talking out loud. He jumps up and says, "Hey, man, I'm not enjoying your shit. Don't like your show."
Right.
He doesn't like the show. Everybody else is laughing their ass off.
Uh-huh.
This numbnut jumps up and tells Pauly Shore, "I don't like your fucking show." And this guy, and Pauly just says, "Hey, man, I'm just trying to get your attention, just to be quiet." He tells him to be quiet at first. Guy starts popping off. He says, "You know what? Sit down and shut the fuck up." I think he said like hoss or ho or some shit like that.
Yeah, he called him hoss.
Right.
All right, this is, it looks like we got some video here.
Yeah, this should be the video of it happening.
Because I want to see how big the guy is and exactly what happened. What happened to the guy? Did he get busted? Did anything happen afterwards?
Yeah, they took his ass out of there and about 4 of the people. I can't remember if it was a chick involved, but, the bad thing about it, though, man, you get, we're down here in hick country as it is.
No. Odessa?
And the bad thing about it, how the hell do you expect not to be a hick if you act like a freaking fucking hick?
Right, that's true.
We're out here, we don't get people like this out here to come.
Normally, the big entertainment is when the cattle drive goes down Main Street.
Either that or when Permian and Odessa High are playing football.
Oh, yeah, you can't beat that. That's the big time. Because they're Friday Night Lights, right?
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Odessa.
That's right. And, it's just a joke, man, because, you got some good guys that come down here, some comedians that wouldn't normally make their way down to Odessa, freaking Texas.
Right.
And you can tell by the way I'm talking, I've got a damn accent.
No, do not be tough on yourself, John. You sound like a regular guy to me. Sound like a good guy.
And that's sad, man. That's freaking sad, because you pay good money to watch a good comedian. That's just what it's about.
Yeah, I understand. There's always always going to be a little trouble from time to time. All right, thanks a lot, John.
All right, Ron.
So there he is. He was there, Fezzy, in Odessa when little Pauly Shore got punched in the face.
An eyewitness to the assault.
Yeah. Rough game. Stand-up comedy. I remember G. David Howard, funniest man alive. Guy jumps up on stage at David's club, breaks his leg. David gets back on a stool with his leg broken, props it up, does another 2.5 hours before he goes to the hospital.
It's anything can happen now at a comedy club. Everyone wants to make sure they got their cameras on their phones going for the next Michael Richards, next Pauly Shore, for whatever happens. The space shuttle astronauts checking for possible damage after something hit the shuttle's left wing.
Now, what the hell could hit the shuttle's wing?
I don't know whether it's something space debris hit it once they were in orbit, or like foam fell off of this thing again and hit the wing on the takeoff. But it's every time this space shuttle goes up, and I think we're down to our last one, there's always some sort of thing like, can we get them back? Has the shuttle been damaged beyond repair?
I just think something seems like is going on up there. Like there's UFOs involved. There's something. Every single time we go up now, something's pinging off of this thing.
Yeah, even remember that story in when they found the lost tapes of the Apollo flights. They saw things that were unidentified. They could never claim. I think there is definitely something out there that's I don't know if it's another being or another life form. But there's something out there.
You know what they say is that there's life on Mars.
Really? They found that out.
They found water up there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I believe since there's water on Mars, there's life on Mars.
What about with Dave?
With Dave?
You think there's life on Dave? Because look, come on, there's water on him.
Oh, there's water all over Dave.
You know what's funny? You didn't know it was coming, but E-Rock hears the line, turns around on the other side of the room, going, "Oh, I want to make sure I see Dave get hit with water."
Twice, though.
No, but as a joke.
No, I mean, it's not very funny to me.
Wait, I don't think you got it.
I think I understand. Life.
No, life on Mars because what? They found water, right?
Water, yeah.
Now I'm saying, is there life on Dave?
You could have thrown the water on the wall, like I've said before.
Is that funny? Water on a wall? Is there life on a wall?
There's life on Dave because there's water on Dave.
That's the fucking... I mean, it's not a joke that's going to work every day. But I honestly...
I hope not.
I don't know.
In my heart, I believe it worked today.
There's a lot of electronic equipment here. I could get electrocuted if you throw water on.
Stop it. Do not top me. Do not do a line funnier than mine.
Huh?
Is there electricity on Mars?
There could be. If they got microphones.
What?
Like in the studio here.
Earl, would you do me a favor and just play the hot sauce bit over for me? Just almost every day, I need to hear Dave getting hot sauce into his scalp, into his recently sliced scalp.
Ouch! Ow! 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 Fuck! Ow! What the fuck is on my head? Is this still hot sauce you put on me? Ouch! No! Help! Ow! Ow!
The water.
Ow! Fuck! Ow!
You're ruining a nice haircut.
I don't make a fucking mess out of this place.
Come down! No!
Calm down. Calm down.
It's fucking burned bad. Fucking hot sauce is burning me.
All over the floor.
Someone help! Oh!
Get his stuff off. You fucking ruined everything. All right, I'm willing to say that's the funniest you have ever been on the show. And I'm going to say this. You outshone me and Fez that day.
That's because you tricked me.
You were brilliant. My favorite line is, "Somebody help me."
Right. It was just coming out of me naturally because I was in pain.
Sam, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I was calling to tell you that I went outside and was involved in the fight that happened outside the club at the Pauly Shore show.
In Odessa?
Yeah, what happened was they took the guy outside. These two big niggers decided to jump the guy.
You know what? We're not. I don't even believe. I don't believe you. All right.
Why not?
I think you're just a call to be racist. That's the only.
No, not
seriously. It's just a call to be racist. I got no time for it. I got to get Pitsy on this. If Pitsy wasn't so busy worried that his girlfriend's fucking going to be meeting somebody during the show, he'd be able to take care of some of these animals.
I don't see how he sits here for the 3 hours with her unprotected.
Unprotected sex is what he's thinking when you said that. She's never been with anybody but you, Pitsy?
3.5 years.
All right, that's it. Just you. She's never had another lover.
I hope not.
Okay.
Oh.
Ever in her life.
You didn't ask the question? No. I always interrogate.
You always ask?
Absolutely.
Are you glad with what you find out?
No, not when we had a little break, but I mean, yeah, I was happy with what I found out with Westside before we were going out.
Yeah, before you fucked up and opened up everything?
Yeah. Can of worms.
Oh. Can of them? She
No.
took on a whole can?
No, but
Is that what you call it?
When I open something up, that's the analogy I would use.
Anyway, the point is this. Okay. You can be funny. You got off 2 funny jokes. One, when you got the water all over you, twice today.
Well, you threw it at me.
That's slapstick humor. That's your kind of humor. You remind me of Jim Carrey.
Oh, okay.
Three Stooges, Steve Martin. Slapstick.
Right, that's complimentary, I guess.
It is. The other funny bit you did is when you shaved your head, and in the little cuts you rubbed in hot sauce.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, that's because you...
What was your punchline? Somebody help me. I look up, and there she is right there, Nicole Richie. No way she's black. She's Latin. I believe that caller from earlier. She's a Mexican girl.
I still think black.
Because her dad's black?
Yeah. Basically, that's the main thing.
Maybe a little bit Asian, too.
Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that the Pauly Shore video itself is fake, because if you watch it, it looks like he takes a dive when the guy with the hat connects with him. And it makes sense if it's fake, because you figure, we're talking about him now, so, he made his goal.
It's not beyond Pauly to run a fake bit. That's why I immediately asked to see the video to see whether this was a work or not. And my guys can't get it together.
Well,
for
it's
me.
taken down. It was taken down from YouTube, and these computers don't have the AOL software that we need. It's Adobe Video.
But yet you felt good enough to give us the audio to use, which really you can't tell from.
Right. Well,
Do you believe it's fake? You're the one who saw it?
I think there's a possibility, but then not so much.
But why would you give it to Fez with not knowing whether it was faked or not? You have him read a story, then play the audio. The audio, to me, sounded suspect. I asked to see the video. It falls apart. I have a problem with the audio that gets run on this show.
Okay.
You know why?
Why is that?
It doesn't tell a story.
Right. Well, I mean, there was a thump. That was when he got punched.
Or was it part of a fucking show? If I only heard the audio of Robert De Niro being shot, I would think, oh my God, Robert De Niro's been shot. Then when I see the video, I go, oh, this is from a movie. I shouldn't worry at all. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, the Pauly Shore thing's fake. The club owner's MySpace page gives it all away.
I have the feeling it was probably fucking faked.
Yeah, after the Pauly Shore is Dead movie, it's kind of apparent that it's fake.
Right. And also, something is faked or staged if it gets run on this show and Fez reads it as news.
Now, Dave's saying he thought there was a possibility it was fake. That never came up when he was handing it to me. All I'm hearing about is Pauly Shore getting pummeled.
You didn't listen to the audio?
I had listened to the audio and heard the thump at the end. It was Dave was explaining to me that's when he got hit.
Well, I did revise my opinion a little bit since I heard it again.
Since you gave it to me.
Since I had it. Since my opinion?
No.
That's when yours has been revised?
No, since a couple of those callers.
Yeah.
They're turning me around.
Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ronnie, I was just reading in a manual that they discovered a cowbell on Mars.
Wow. That reminds me, I wonder if they'll ever find a cowbell on Dave.
I doubt it.
Ah! Fuck! No! The good thing is it's a double cowbell.
I love you, Ronnie.
Yeah.
They found it. It's the most significant discovery of the 21st century.
What is it?
Significant.
Mm-hmm. Alex, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Fez.
Yeah.
I was calling to see if I could get that audio from Dave getting hot sauce on his head posted somewhere so I could...
What I'm trying to do is have a little Dave doll, and that when the kids pull the string, that's exactly what they... that's what they hear, Dave freaking out.
Oh, we look like Ronald McDonald.
All right, peace.
All right, Pitsy has got us the video of the Pauly Shore attack to look at.
Okay. Here we go. He's in Bumfuck, Texas at the Bumfuck Comedy Club doing a show. Man, I don't see the audio yet. So since I'm on the radio, I got to keep on going. Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you? Whoops, lost you. Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you doing?
Hey.
Yeah.
I want to talk to Dave and Fez about... This is John again. I called earlier from Odessa when I saw that.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Hey, fucking Ron and Dave, man. You guys don't know what the fucking time is. That is fucking Fez and Dave. That is Ron's show, man. That's why you guys ain't shit.
This is John that we just talked to a couple minutes ago?
Yeah. You know, they're talking, all they're worried about, Ron, is they're making you look back, because they're just saying, oh, it's fake. It's fake. Man, I was fucking there. I'll tell you one thing, if Pauly Shore would have had that fucking microphone shoved up his ass, that would have been funny, and that would have not been fake.
Thank you very much. Peace. I'm sorry the beating you guys had to take for that.
He got furious in between his phone calls.
Yeah, I got actually a little upset with everybody there.
You should just relax a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You know what's going to be fun for everybody today?
Yeah.
The after-show meeting. The after-show meeting is going to be another fun one, like yesterday.
No, today's meeting will be go.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It'll go a lot smoother, I think.
You think so? You think today's going to be a smooth day?
I hope so.
Right.
No, it will be. Maybe we should order some food and get in a better frame of mind. Yeah.
Get the blood sugar all taken care of.
Sometimes hunger has a way.
The NBA, they are ditching its new microfiber ball and going back to the leather one starting January 1st.
Why are they going to wait till January 1st?
It's like...
That ball doesn't work. Anyone who's touched the ball, shot the ball, dribbled the ball, attempted to rebound the ball, stuffed the ball, knows that the ball does not work. Why would they wait till January 1st?
Maybe because they want to sell the remaining balls that they have on the, in the aisles of the sports shows.
This would be like Taco Bell going, starting January 1st, we're going to clean the grill.
Well, but they probably have a lot of those new balls.
So what? They fucking don't work.
I think the problem is just the opposite. They don't have enough of the old leather balls ready to go for the entire league.
They can find some leather balls. I'm sure they have them in some huge closet somewhere.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I do not understand why they even went for this.
So you mean to tell me that it was like, okay, all the games have sucked this year. We're going to let you watch sucky games until January 1st. Watch guys flipping.
And these guys, their price depends on the numbers, a lot of them. How would you like to be up for rebounds, but every time you go for it, it's like grabbing a greased pig. It's like a pig rat just suddenly jumped out of your fucking hands and started running down the street.
Now, the NBA said we're getting rid of the microfiber balls, the new balls. But they said, as they were reporting this, they're also saying, now we want everyone to know that scoring and stats are up with the new ball, but we're getting rid of it anyway.
All right, Earl, what does the N in the NBA stand for?
National.
I got to give my dad a call and tell him that he's wrong about something.
He said the other word.
I'm not saying what he said. You never want to step on a bit. You just leave it out there to breathe. Not surround it with fucking bluntness. That'll come up in the after-show meeting. By the way, the after-show meeting today?
Yeah.
4.5 hours long. 4.5 hours long.
We definitely got to get some burgers then, I think.
Oh, now you're thinking burgers?
My treat.
Burger joint?
Yeah, my treat. I'll do that.
You know what I want to do?
Yeah.
I yell at you on Pal Talk, like baby girl's boyfriend.
Get off of Pal Talk.
Maybe what we should do is the after-show meeting goes into Pal Talk. What the fuck was this?
No, please.
What the fuck are you doing?
I don't want them to see that.
Yeah.
That's a little too humiliating.
Have you been on the Pal Talk lately?
I went on a little bit last night.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was a little strange. Sometimes it gets real weird.
In what way?
People are just, I'm real hammered, and then there's a lot of inside jokes, and then I saw Irish Alki on Pal. I was spying on Irish Alki, Kara from MySpace, Baby Girl, and a few others, and then they just sometimes just stare at the computer screen and don't actually talk. They're just staring at the screen. So it's like watching people sitting down.
They're looking at each other?
Yeah, I think they're looking at each other. Or maybe they're instant messaging. But if you have a microphone,
right.
Why IM? Why not just talk in the microphone? Say, hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand it at all.
Doesn't seem like it should be catching on. Iran opened a conference yesterday that will decide if the Holocaust actually happened. They're bringing people in from Europe and even David Duke from the United States.
When they decide, I got to call my dad back, too, about that. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait on the NBA call and wait till I have all these things together.
So this thing happening in Tehran, I don't think we're going to be too shocked by what this study reveals at the end of it.
You think you're going to come up with no Holocaust?
Absolutely no Holocaust.
I think they're going to say, yeah, but not as big. That's what they always say. It's not as many people as they think.
It's that president of Iran that has called it a myth before.
Well, I heard David Duke from time to time say he didn't necessarily... now David Duke is a fucking maniac. But you got to have some kind of balls to get on a fucking plane and go into Iran at this day and age.
Yeah, but he's probably a celebrity over there.
I don't think that just because that this shit can't turn on you quick.
I guess. I don't know. It seems like they would be throwing flowers and carpets out for him.
Even if it starts that way. Don't mean it's going to end up that way.
That's true.
You're still in the belly of the beast. And there is no way for us to get him out if this thing doesn't go well. If someone goes, hey, I don't give a fuck what kind of American he is, he sucks, and starts kicking on him, the rest of them will. It only takes one guy to blow this gig for him. Yeah. Now, there's a new poll out right now. 75% of Americans now are unhappy with the way we've handled the Iraq war. So he's losing a lot of the conservatives, who aren't necessarily going to vote Democratic, but want to see the Republican Party go in a different direction. 75% unhappy with the war. My question is this. Who are the 25% that's happy the way things going? Even the fucking Bush family wishes the war was going better.
Maybe people in militias. Those are probably the 25%.
Even them, you would think, well, we need to be doing more. We got to do. No one should be happy at this point.
Who's sitting there watching it going, excellent, just as we planned it?
Only David Duke and Iran could be the only people. I mean, Iran's got to be thrilled.
Oh, yeah, that's a perfect setup for them. Any Syrians have got to be happy. Maybe it's Iranians or Syrians that are in this country getting polled.
That's why I'm laughing at the fact that they're going, well, we need to bring in Iran and Syria into the discussions to help get the peace. They've got to be fucking happy that their crazy neighbor is falling apart. It's like people you don't like are getting a divorce. You're fucking ecstatic with their pain.
They're absolutely thrilled. Those countries have always just wanted to be talked to and to be considered, part of the world community.
Everybody has those people that they live near that you're so happy if you see them run into financial problems or have a stillborn baby, whatever it happens to be that brings pain to them makes you ecstatic.
Mine's Earl.
Really?
Sometimes.
You like bad things on Earl?
I like him when sometimes he falls and trips in the back office. I chuckle.
Earl, is there anybody you wish bad luck on?
My next door neighbor.
Really?
Because she is I call her the cloud, because I didn't remember the cartoon when that dark cloud. Every time she shows up, darkness and bad news and nothing is right. She's like, do you have heat in your house? Yeah, I got heat. Well, it's too hot. They always blast it too hot, and then when we don't have any heat, it's like, it's too cold.
I got a guy in my building. Somebody left an anonymous thing. He's an old guy, right? Turn your fucking TV down at night. I can't sleep. He doesn't know who it is. He's been carrying his letter for days. The last thing I want this to do is make it to them. Do you have any idea? I'm like, Artie, fuck them. Anyone who doesn't have the balls to say it's me, don't worry about him. I just don't want this getting out there. I've had this apartment for 74 years. Guy's lived his entire life in a studio. What are you mad about, Earl?
I live in a studio.
Well, you still have time to make something out of yourself.
I've been there for 9 years.
Oh, my God.
He's got 2 studios that he lives in.
What's that mean?
One in Astoria, one on 57th and 6th. Bada boom.
A radio studio.
This fucking guy's nailing jokes today. First he gets off to his life on Dave because of the water, and now he's attacking Earl.
Well, that wasn't a joke. I got water thrown on me, but
yeah. Here's Ken. Ken, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I think everybody who listens to the Ron and Fez program, the excellent program that it is, seems to think that Dave is one of those friends, considering the popularity of his scalp being caught on fire, of course.
What kind of percentage do you think you have right now from the listeners, like versus hate?
Oh, like? I would say like is 60%.
Really?
Yeah, and 40% don't like me, and I'm fine with that because they probably don't have, productive lives to begin with,
So you're doing much better than the president on Iraq.
Yeah, I think so.
You really are.
And remember,
it's a landslide.
Yeah.
In politics, 60-40.
And you can check out my popularity on FBA, on the various...
You're very popular there?
Yeah. I would say there it's about 90.
Everybody but Whackbag likes you, right?
Correct. And like I said, there's a few people from Whackbag who will remain anonymous, but they give me little PMs saying, you do such a great job, Dave. Fuck Whackbag.
Just give me one.
No, I can't.
Just one.
Neveryone.
Huh?
I can't say anything.
What did he say?
He said neveryone.
I didn't say that.
Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, that dude with the cloud that Earl was talking about, that was from the Flintstone spinoff when Pebbles and Bam Bam were teenagers. Bad Luck Schlebrock.
Is that what you're after?
Yeah, I mean, I just couldn't remember the reference, but
Wowsy, woo woo.
Yeah, but every time she shows up, something bad happens, or everything. Just the news becomes all bad. She's just awful that way.
Everybody in your building black? Hey, look, there's Reagan. He's back and he's drunk. This is amazing news right now.
Going back to the Gipper.
Yeah. I hate to see a guy take a slug off a beer that small. I do not like a guy hold a mug up and then take a tiny little sip off of it. Scott, you're on Ron and Fez. Go ahead, Scott.
Hey, buddies. I just wanted to say that I used to hate Dave with a passion, but now I think he's pretty funny. I like him. Keep up the good work.
There you are. You're turning people around, Dave.
That's the typical response. Just people had patience. They stuck with me.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm, I'm king of the road.
My biggest problem, king of the road, aren't
you? Yeah.
You're Roger Miller. Trailers for sale or rent. There he goes. There goes the king of the road.
Yeah, sure. When I hear it, this is what I think of myself. Walking down the street. Look at me, everybody. Dave's here.
This fucking song is about a stupid hobo living in a 50-cent fucking house.
Well, you interpret it one way, I interpret it my way.
I ain't got no cigarettes.
Me.
But 2 hours of...
Hey, Turtle.
2 hours of pushing broom.
I'm a man.
Hey, Schnitty.
Means by no means king of the road.
Hi, HTG.
Keep listening.
Third boxcar, midnight train.
Good morning, Rishi.
Destination bank.
He's hopping fucking trains to get around.
Worn out suit and shoes.
Worn out suit and shoes.
Don't pay no
sure.
dues.
That's his jacket. He's an average Joe. So am I.
He found cigars on the street.
But not too big around. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road.
There's our bum, Eastside Dave.
Every train. All the children, all of their names.
This is the new Eastside Dave song that he loves.
If locked, it ain't locked when no one's around.
He breaks into places.
You have to from time to time.
All right, this is your name for your new theme song, King of the Road.
Yeah.
No fool, no.
This means I'm a man about town.
I ain't got no cigarettes.
Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
I used to hate Dave, but now he's starting to shoot that shit to the sky.
You are shooting the shit to the sky.
I'll continue.
I got a better song for you than that, Dave, and it could actually become your new theme song.
Okay.
Because basically, anytime we hear you, we know that the show is over. We know that no matter what time you start talking, the show's over.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't see it like that, but go ahead.
So here's your new theme song.
Oh.
And it means show over, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready to turn her off.
Gotta get a nice ring to it, I guess.
Not as good as you smoking cigars you find on the street.
Yeah.
So you're buying us all burgers today, are you?
Yeah.
Nice.
My treat.
Shakes, burgers, fries, and brownies.
The special.
Brownies. Those brownies there are like $4.
More of yeah.
Come on.
That's an extra 16.
You want a shake and a brownie?
Yeah.
That seems excessive.
Well, one of them I'm going to pour on the ground. I just want to know that you're paying for it. So you're buying for everybody today?
I'll buy it.
Way up to Mars.
Look, he's crying. As he's saying this, he's physically crying because he knows that means he won't be able to eat tomorrow.
No, it just
the
means...
king of the road has shot his mouth off.
I watched it for a living.
That's the edge of my show. Donk.
To watch things on TV. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of. I've been told that you've been bold with Harry, Mark, and John. Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday to Thursday with Harry, Mark, and John. Satellite's gone. like that drive me out of my mind. I watched it for a little while. I love to watch things on TV. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite
Ron Bennington, Fez Watley, The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.